dope yourself.
They say we should come to look techie, so we have to do the techie thing now. What to do?
Nothing.
Okay, so what do we have this morning?
Okay, so like we did yesterday, we're feeling generous and we would like to give out some gifts. But this time around, we just try to make it a little bit spicy. So they're going to play a little bit game.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So quickly, can we have 3 people rush out fast? That's 3 people. 1, 2, 1 and 2. I said 3. Nigerians, we like good things. What do we think? Should we allow all of them?
No, we just need 3 of
We
them.
just need 3. Okay, so let's just have these 3 people.
So the rest of you just hang around there.
Okay, let's see what will come up. So
just hang around there. I already have 3 people, so you just thank you.
Can you put your hands together for them? Okay, you should just calm down. Otherwise, it's very easy.
Okay, there's a lady among you.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I would love to meet her. What do you think? Okay. Hi. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you doing today?
I'm well, I'm fine.
Are you happy to be here today?
Yes, very happy.
Okay, she's happy to be here. Do you want to go first? Should we do ladies first or we should do guys first? Wait, ladies first or guys first? I'm hearing lady guy.
Y'all don't know the game yet. You think it's yesterday's own?
Ladies first or guys first?
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay, so let's make it fair.
I think we should go with guys because we have two guys.
Okay. Just to word you, they don't know the game yet.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Destiny, put it up on the screen. Just give me the tech. Put one on screen. So this is the game. You're going to see 3 logos. You will have to guess one company. Do you understand? So you'll see 3 logos, guess one company, and then you get the prize.
Okay, so before we have that picture, I think I want to go be with them.
Okay.
And also for the audience, nobody should whisper.
Please.
Okay, please.
Please.
Just whisper it inside your Bluetooth, okay? Thank you.
So show me 3 tech companies real quick, Destiny. All right.
We said don't whisper now. Okay?
Greenwood.
You say what?
Greenwood.
Greenwood. Okay, you just stand aside.
Stand aside.
Okay, you guess one.
I don't know anyone.
Say no.
Okay, stand aside. Just stand aside. Stand aside.
Please appreciate him. You didn't lie.
Okay, so.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Unfortunately, none of them got it.
Okay. Should we have a retry?
Okay. Try again.
Let's appreciate them. I see somebody raising up her hands. Please come forward. You can go. Just stand by for me. Thank you. Should they stay or they should go?
Let them go, I beg.
Okay, you can go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning. What's your name?
Udoka.
Udoka. So, do you have an idea of any of this logo? Okay.
That one.
Which one?
The middle one.
Flutter wave.
Awesome.
Put your hands together for her. Flutter wave.
So you get a gift. Give her one.
Okay, so she'll get like a Bluetooth that can be connected to her Bluetooth.
Awesome. So I need 2 other people to identify the rest of it.
So let's take a picture. Okay, sir. Yes, if you're raising up your hands, just come forward. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.0. Is there anything like that? Okay. Are we good? Oh, thank you. Let's appreciate Udoka. Okay, who is coming up next? Are we changing the logo?
No.
Okay, no.
Let them guess it. All right.
Okay, let's appreciate him. Please, your name. So, of course.
Daniel.
Yeah. Of course, the middle one is out. So
this is NVIDIA.
this is
NVIDIA.
Awesome.
Correct. Okay, let's give him a hoodie, please. Thank you.
So the last one.
So the last one. What's your name?
Emmanuel.
Last
one is Paystack.
Paystack.
Awesome.
So he gets a Bluetooth headset.
All right. So can we all go back to our seats? I'll need a different crowd this time.
So we need different people now.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
How should we mix it? Should we mix it?
Yes, I saw some of them. Most of them came from this side. So
Okay,
can I get
can we
people
have
from
people
this
from
side?
this angle?
All right.
Okay, yes, please come take some pictures. Okay, so
Just come.
this
Just
for
come.
you.
Come.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you very much. You can come forward, Emmanuel. Thank you very much. Just to let you know, okay, we're also live streaming this conference, and you can join at EduTech Innovation on YouTube, and do well to join in, okay? You can share the link to your friends and families to join in. Okay, hello, sir, good morning. Thank you. You look so good, by the way. And hello, good morning to you. You look so good as well.
All right, Destiny, are you ready? So give me, yeah.
So you're picking. Wait, even me. Wait. Let me say something. Even me that I'm not like a tech person. I know the middle one. Put something, you know.
Destiny, put it up. Put it
Let
up.
it be
Put it up.
tough, small.
Put it up.
Let's have some tough things. Or should we make it easy?
They're lucky.
Okay, Destiny, they're lucky day. Oh, yeah, put it.
Can we
what's
get
your
the
name?
logos on the screen, please?
Naomi. Okay. Are we good? Okay.
All right.
So, Naomi, you're going first.
Last one is Telsa.
What?
Tesla, the last one.
Awesome. Yeah.
Correct. Okay. She's having a backpack. Thank you. Yes, your name, please.
Justice.
Justice. Okay.
Center one is metal.
The center one is what?
Metal.
Correct.
Oh, correct. I like the way you just said correct. Thank you. You can stand by. Hold on, please. Okay.
I don't know the last one.
You know the last one.
Aw.
Okay, a lady, please. A lady.
Okay,
I need
a
a lady.
lady.
I need a lady. Yeah.
A lady.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a sharp lady. Okay. Victory. Okay, what's the last one?
Piggy vest.
Yeah.
Piggy vest.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So he's going to be getting a hoodie, and she's going to be getting a Bluetooth headset. Okay?
Okay. So we have, don't worry, we have 2 more games to play.
Here you go, Justice.
2 more games to play.
Forward. Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for them. Naomi, step forward, please. Thank you. This is for you. I hope you like it. Thank you very much, Naomi. All right, Victory. Thank you. Smile. Thank you very much. Okay.
So we'll get the crowd from the middle this time.
Okay, so middle crowd, are we ready? When I say ready, it means like 3 people supposed to have stood up by now. And they're supposed to have come to this side, you know, because we already know how it goes. Like you will raise your leg up, you are fast. So, Emmanuel.
Yeah. So Destiny. So I need 3 people. 3.
3 people.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 people please on stage.
So Destiny, give me the programming languages. Thank you.
Hey. Even me too, I shout. Hey. Hello. Hi. Middle row people. You're welcome. Hey.
All right.
Ah! What now? What's all this? Is this good?
This is good. This is good.
Okay, so we're going with you.
Python.
Python, correct.
Python, correct. Okay, she's getting a headset. All right.
I know this is a programming language.
Yes, it is.
Just give me a few seconds.
He said he needs few seconds. Should we allow that?
Let's hear from the last
Okay.
person.
He said few seconds.
All right, can we have 2 more people?
2 more people, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
2 more. Yes, 2 people, please.
No, please. Thank you.
No, you said?
It's Azura.
No, it's not Azura.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, 2.
So 2 people.
2 people. That they are sure they know it. I'm so happy it's not me they're asking, Sha. Okay.
Angular JS.
Awesome. Correct.
Awesome. Okay, it's getting a hoodie. One more person, please. Okay, so a Bluetooth to be fine. Thank you. Okay.
Middle one is Swift.
Swift.
Correct. So he's getting a water bottle. Thank you. Can we have the gifts, please? Wait. Why people laughing? On top of our generosity, people want to choose it. Now. Haba. Okay. Yeah. If you give me, even me, I like this water bottle, just that I'm not participating. No. Okay, I will talk to the panel to review it. Is that fine? Okay. Let's take pictures. Let's take pictures. We should not take pictures again. Well, Nigerians, what do you people want? You will be fine, don't worry, you'll be fine. Let's take pictures, please. Yes. You're supposed to come first. Yes, thank you. You are not serious. Thank you. Okay. Hey, just come. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. He's needed 2 bags. Now he has many laptops. Clap for him. Okay.
Thank you very much. That's all.
Okay, so this is it for now. Hopefully we'll feel more generous to give more gifts. Okay. Don't start saying, my man don't give me water bottle. That's what I'll give to you. Okay, so coming up shortly, we're going to be having the business speech by Emmanuel. Let's put our hands together for him.
All right. So I would need Dromax. Dromax, please. It's time for you to give your business speech. Thank you. Dromax, please.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Okay, permit me, I would love you to do something for me. Can you just look at the person beside you? Just look at the face, like literally look at the person. Okay, yes, yeah. That person you just saw, maybe I could take a bet. That person must have taken a drug, medication in the last 1 to 3 months. Or will it be safer for me to say that that person knows somebody who has taken a medication? Now, my question is, how convenient was it for you to take the medication? I mean, you're weak, you're tired, you're stressed, probably you have joint aches, and then you have to walk to a pharmacy or a hospital. How convenient was it for you? Frustrating, right? Yes. And then probably when you get to the healthcare facility or the hospital, you have to wait because maybe there's a crowd there or maybe there's a queue. Then you have to wait. Or could the next question be, what if you're not convenient with people knowing what you're taking the drugs for? But right now, you do not have any option because you have to get the drug. You walk into the pharmacy or into the healthcare facility, and then you see your friend or family member. He's just there staring at you, knowing what you want to buy. How convenient is that? Now, while that question lingers in your mind, Dromax has the perfect answer to that. We're bringing medicines to your doorstep. So what's the problem we've noticed? We've noticed that in our current vicinity, there's lack of an efficient drug delivery system. It means that there's no way you can get drugs from the comfort of your home, even if you have a valid prescription. You can't get it. Also, we often notice that there's no real online consultation platform. For those of us who are not fortunate to have family members or probably friends who are medical practitioners. For consultations, we have to get to the hospital or go to a pharmacy. There's no weak consultation platform to even ask or check, how do I take this drug? What is this drug? Is this a drug that's making me feel like this? And also, there's inefficient patient-centered services after sale. What that means is after you pay your money for the drug, business is over. Nobody cares if you get well. Nobody cares if you're better. Oh, we leave it up to the gods. Maybe you'll be fine. Yes. Nobody cares if you take the drug according morning, afternoon, evening. And also convenience. Most people, they're not comfortable purchasing some medications, right? In a pharmacy. You go into a pharmacy, maybe you want to get drugs relating to sexually transmitted diseases or probably pregnancy or contraceptives or aphrodisiac. Remember that guy that walks into a pharmacy, he wants to buy maybe condoms. There are 4 people waiting, 4 people in front of him, 7 people behind him. That guy has to wait for 11 people to leave. Yes. And then he's doing, oh, it's all right, it's fine, it's fine. No, attend to them. Because he doesn't, it's not convenient for him, he's not comfortable. There's that shame. That's why to all these problems, we have the perfect solution. Perfect solution. So we have a drug delivery system fully integrated with our logistics system to get your medications at the comfort of your houses. What I mean by that, from your houses, if you have a valid prescription, you can upload on our platform, we can get you the drugs. And if you want your supplements or you want any other thing that's medically related, we can get them to you. Also, we offer online consultation, cases of emergency, 24 hours every single day. So if you need any information, you need to talk to a doctor or a pharmacist to review your drugs, you can get access to it. And also, we have post-sale integrated services. We are employing technology so that we can improve patients' medication, okay, adherence to their medication regime. And also, we want to monitor follow-up. We want to know, because sometimes you take drugs and they don't work, not because the drugs are not good, but probably there's resistance. But in your mind, oh, they're selling fake drugs to me. How do we monitor of that? We have it in our system. And then anonymity and privacy. Of course, now users, you can anonymously order those things you want that you're not convenient getting when you walk into a pharmacy. So why not? The market is global. Everyone takes drugs, okay? Everyone at one point you take drugs, or you know somebody, your father, your mother, the elderly people around you, or children, you know people that take drugs. Everyone is dealing with something, maybe ulcer, maybe asthma, maybe for older people, hypertension. We have chronic illnesses, we have hypertension, diabetes, even cancer. The technology is here. Of course, to do this is easy. Okay, we have our web platforms, we have our apps. So right now, to sync all of that with our logistics system is quite easy. And then consumers want efficiency. If I want to ask you the question, you want it, you want this, but you don't even talk about it, you don't shout about it, but you really wish you could, you know, avoid all those stress of going to the pharmacy or going to the hospital, especially when you know it's something just flu. Sometimes it's just flu, and then you have to go and wait for 11 or 12 minutes, which you could have put into productive work for just flu. So market size, we've seen in Benin, we have about 1.9 million people, and we're looking at the serviceable market, 700,000. So what we're looking at, maybe people that are not tech savvy, people who don't have access to phones, people who are not really into, and then also children. Okay, we're looking at the serviceable market of 700,000, and we're looking at 30% of that for our market share, which is about 21,000. Traction. We're looking at in the first year, we should be able to get 6,000 engagements on our platform, and also in the next year, we may be able to scale up and get 12,000, and also in other years, 18,000 engagement and 21,000 engagements. So our target market is you. You're wearing the headset. This is like the first time, right? Yeah. You have a phone, you registered for this event, you're tech savvy, you could get things done on your phone at your convenience, means you can easily do this. And also, we have busy parents. There are people who really don't have time. Sometimes they fall sick, not because they don't see the symptoms, but because they don't have the time to go, and before you know, they've broken down. So actually, they will really buy into this, not just for themselves also, but for their children. Then the elderly and the disabled, you ask yourself, oh, but these guys are not tech savvy. But of course, we have parents we send drugs to. If I ask you that question, yes, you have an elderly person who's taking it, okay? Maybe they're managing hypertension, maybe they're managing diabetes, they're always taking the drugs every single month. And then we have disabled people. You don't want these people moving out of their houses, or probably they have people like a help they're sending on errands every time. Of course, we can cut the stress of all this. So our competitive advantage is simple and easy to use. Our user interface is cut across Android, iOS, and web platform. Of course, I talked about the comfort. You can now easily order drugs from the comfort of your home. Live GPS tracking, you can track the delivery process in real time. And also, it's secure and protected, okay, our payment platform. Oh, did I mention, it's the first of its kind here in Benin City. A market approach will look internet marketing, email marketing, social media platform. We want to partner with doctors and specialists also, because if you're in the Nigerian system, I've worked in the hospital before, so I know how it is. You get a prescription for the hospital, they don't even have the drugs. You leave the hospital, you're sick, you're weak, you're tired, and now you're walking all over the town looking for the drugs written in that prescription. So if we partner with these people, the doctors and specialists, right from their hospitals, they can upload their prescription on our platform, and then we can get them the drugs. And also we have local ads. We already have a database of over 1,200 people who patronize us already, and then we can start reaching out to those people. Then business partnership, we want to also develop business partnership with other pharmacies who want to sell also. A business model, there will be a charge for every prescription, and also there will also be a delivery fee, and also consultation fee that for consultations that last beyond 10 minutes. And also there will be subscription-based plan for people who want to order in bulk, or for elderly people who want to just order in 6 months, or probably their one-year drug medications. Okay, meet the team. This is Joseph Origo. He's a Chief Technological Officer. He's a full-stack developer, and I'm Otriko Onovai. Mind you, I think I missed this. Next year, from pharmacies laws, if you need to run an online drug delivery service, you will need a pharmaceutical license. I'm a pharmacist, and I have the license to operate this. Now, I want you to look at that person. I want you to look at that person you looked at initially when I started. Just look at the person's face. Yes, that face. That person you're looking at, that person will be able to get their medications easy at their own comfort using Dromax. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Awesome delivery. Right about now, I'm going to call on Caltrace. Caltrace, please come make your presentation. Thank you. Caltrace will be making their presentation right now.
Good morning. Can you all hear me? Diabetes is a lifelong disease and a leading cause of death, disability, and kidney failure. But managing diabetes is an even bigger problem for the over 25 million African adults who are living with the disease. Over 52 million people have what is called impaired glucose tolerance, which puts them at a very, very high risk of developing diabetes. Diabetes was also responsible for 416,000 deaths in Africa in just 2021 alone. Meet Mama Osas, a woman we met at ECPOMA. She's a retired civil servant, and she has been diagnosed with diabetes since 2009. And for the past 13 years, she has had to use a needle-like object to pierce herself twice every day. First, for taking a drop of blood, for testing her blood sugar levels, and second, for injecting her insulin. Both of these processes are painful and highly risky. That is why we started working on CareTrace. CareTrace is a decentralized healthcare data exchange platform for chronic care management. So with CareTrace, Mama Osas will be able to monitor her blood sugar levels without any pain. So no pain, no stress. She's going to be using continuous glucose monitoring technology, diet control, and lifestyle changes. So this is how CareTrace works. Firstly, Mama Osas will get a continuous glucose monitor, which she can attach to the top of her arm or to the lower part of her abdomen. And this continuous glucose monitor is going to continuously monitor her blood sugar level, and second, and transfer that data to her mobile phone. Secondly, the mobile phone is going to analyze all of this data and check if Mama Osas's blood sugar is very high or very low. And our artificial intelligence system is going to use this data to It's going to use this data to create a personalized treatment plan, a personalized meal plan, and a personalized fitness plan that Mama Osas can engage in to keep her head stable. Thirdly, if Mama Osas already uses an automatic insulin delivery system, the app will use the data it gathered to automatically condition this delivery system to deliver insulin to Mama Osas. But in this case, Mama Osas is manually taking her insulin using an injection. So in this case, the app will tell Mama Osas exactly when to take her insulin and the direct or the correct amount of dose she needs to take. And lastly, our platform has a doctor and a patient relative dashboard that Mama Osas can add her doctor or add her patient relatives who she wants to keep track of her health in real time. So this is how the CareTrace app looks. From here, we can see Mama Osas's blood pressure as it changes day in, day out on the app. Not only that, Mama Osas can also look at other critical vital signs. She can check her blood pressure, her temperature, her medications, her insulin, all of that on the CareTrace platform. And that is the provider's platform where her relatives or her doctor can go over all her health data in real time. We are currently operating in an $11.6 billion industry in Africa. And over the course of the next 5 years, we'll be working to acquire 5% of the markets. We're only going to charge $399 a year to use CareTrace. What this means is that Mama Osas does not have to pay at once. She's going to have to pay on a regular basis because she is a civil servant or a retired civil servant. But patients who are on a free plan can also use the CareTrace app to manually log in their blood sugar, their blood pressure, their temperature, their weight, and all other values, but they will not be able to get access to our premium features, which include 2 continuous glucose monitors, regular doctor supervision, personalized meal plan, personalized fitness plan, unlimited consultations, and discounted lab tests. 1 in every 10 persons is diabetic, and we hope to start with diabetic patients in urban centers in Edo State. But how are we going to grow CareTrace? We are going to do these partnerships and referrals. As a patient, you would trust your doctor more than you would trust me, a third-party company, or you would trust your pastor. Your doctor, you will be willing to tell your doctor more information about your health than you will tell a third-party company. So we are going to be working with hospitals and clinics and other medical facilities who are now going to work with these patients to use these platforms. We are not the only ones who are working to solve the diabetes problem that is growing in Africa. But if you use CareTrace, our app is versatile, so regardless of the continuous glucose monitor you use, you can use the CareTrace app, and our patients get personalized meal plans based on their blood sugar concentration. So we're not just giving you a meal plan off the shelf, just try this meal plan, try that meal plan. It's going to be based on exactly how your blood sugar is that you're going to get a meal plan. So patients will also get dedicated nurses and endocrinologists that are going to be working with them. What have we done so far? We have built our mobile app, and then we are currently carrying out alpha testing. We also have 2 clinics in Irua, part of Edo State, who have signed and agreed to use the CareTrace app to monitor their diabetic patients. And over 50 patients have joined our waiting list. So this is our expected growth. So over the course of the first year after we launch, we hope to reach $50,000 in revenue. This is going to come from sales and from subscriptions of our platform. And then we hope to also reach 1,000 members who are going to use CareTrace in the first year. We have an experienced team. My name is Victor. I'm a medical systems engineer with core interest in digital health. I work with George, who is a hacker, a developer, and I also work with Precious, who is a designer and a hipster. If we are selected to receive the Edo State grant from the Edo Innovation Program, we are going to channel these funds first into partnerships and get more clinics to use the CareTrace platform. We'll add more members to our team. We are going to launch our mobile app, and we are going to spend a bigger part of the money on marketing and growing our patient platform. So we have just a vision, we have just one mission: to improve healthcare delivery and medical education in Africa. Our phones have gotten smarter. Why not our healthcare? Thank you.
That was amazing. That was really amazing. The last pitch for this session will be from Rapid Medicare. Rapid Medicare Europe.
If you need a medical care during health emergency, you have to wait in long queue, and there is no guarantee that a doctor would attend to you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ekele Augustine. I'm the co-founder of Rapid Medicare. According to Lancet Global Health Commission, across the world, according to Lancet Global Health Commission, every year across the world, 2.9 million persons die due to lack of access to healthcare, and this is especially worse in developing countries like Nigeria. The same report placed Nigeria at 142 out of 195 countries in healthcare performance ranking, using access to healthcare as one of its major criteria. Similarly, the World Bank Universal Health Coverage Index poorly ranked Nigeria in healthcare coverage due to lack of access to healthcare. Note, however, that lack of access to healthcare is when you have to visit a medical facility and have to wait more than 3 hours with no guarantee that a doctor would attend to you. In that case, the healthcare personnel or healthcare facility is available, but it is not accessible. That is the problem. Other problems include high cost of healthcare delivery, poor patient compliance with medicine due to lack of follow-up by healthcare providers, and patient health record or files are not unified. We often hear of misplaced patient file, but the Rapid Medicare is changing that. Rapid Medicare is a unique online platform that allows you to find a doctor or pharmacist that fits your need fast, so you can get the treatment you need anytime, anywhere. Concisely, it is a platform where you can, 1, find the perfect doctor for your health need. 2, buy medicine online from verified pharmacy near you. And 3, keep your patient health record unified and safe. Details from patient consultation with the doctor, drug prescription, drug orders, medical test booking, allergy, vitals, refills. These are all end-to-end encrypted and stored in cloud for patient privacy and safety. Reference could be made to them in subsequent consultation. You can continue to visit any doctor anywhere, and they will always have access to your health record. Rapid Medicare, our mission is to make it easy for people to go online and talk to licensed doctors or pharmacists within minutes. Our customer base are people within 18 to 70 years of old. These are people with access to internet and allowed by law to have independent care of their health need. Okay, continue from where I stopped. At Rapid Medicare, we have traction. We don't only say we are doing. Over the next 6 months to 8 months, we started our MVP, minimum viable products. And during this time, we're able to provide a service to 4,600 plus persons, generating a recurrent revenue of 2.3 million naira during this period of time. We were incubated by the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, and also, in addition to that, the National Health Insurance Authority, headquarters Abuja, has approached us to partner with them in order to transition to telehealth, considering the fact that during the COVID-19 lockdown, a lot of persons were cut off from access to healthcare and wouldn't want that to happen anymore. We are a team consisting of persons with experience from I'm sorry, the slide, I don't know what's happening. Okay, we are a team consisting of persons with track record and experience from the healthcare industry, as well as the market industry and the technology space, with track record in working with organizations across industries. And I can tell you that any single penny spent on us will be used very resourcefully and for the right purpose. And you'll be asking, how do we make money? We make money by 15% commission as we connect a doctor and a pharmacist. As we connect a doctor and a pharmacist, we collect 15% for providing the interactive ecosystem that enables the patient to easily book an appointment and for the doctor to remotely monitor the patient healthcare need. As I said, the National Health Insurance Scheme has approached us to partner with them to transition to telehealth. And when they review what we have built so far, you can check Rapid NDC.com and you see the magic we have built so far. When they review it, they find out that we have done a great job and told us to modify our payment system to align with their health insurance payment policy, to sign an MOU with them to transition swiftly to telehealth. We need 6 million naira for this. And over the past few weeks, we have been able to internally raise 3 million out of it. And I have come to this stage to request 3 million naira to add to it and finish with the process. And when we do that, this will enhance swift transition to telehealth, and a lot of life will be saved. And if you do, you'll be joining us in our mission and the mission of the common man out there, which is to make it easy for people to go online and talk to licensed doctors and pharmacists within minutes and share in our vision, which is a world where the 2.9 million persons that die every year from lack of access to healthcare becomes a history. A world with zero death from lack of access to healthcare. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Having heard from all presentations, I'd like to inform you that all winners of this contest, both the hackathon and the business speech, they are slated to receive their prizes tomorrow at the dinner. All right? So that's something to look forward to. Thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, kindly put your hands together for yourselves. Thank you. I hope you're having a good time. Are you all having a good time? Funny enough, I envy tech people. I feel like you guys are one of the most disciplined people ever on earth, because you can sit on your laptop 6 hours, 7 hours, looking straight at the screen that will not talk back to you, that would not move back to you, but will give you more money, right? Right? Okay, so put your hands together once more for yourselves. Thank you. Please, I also want to strongly emphasize for us to use our hashtags, hashtag EITC 2022 on social media, specifically on Twitter, okay? So the Twitter community, especially the tech community on Twitter, can see what we are up about and they can follow us, okay? And we will be announcing the most retweeted posts later on today, okay? I said, okay. It's called a response, okay. Thank you very much. So yesterday, during our breakout session, Mr. Emmanuel Asike, who is the country manager of HP, gave out 2 laptops. This Christmas is going to be a sweet one. Can I get an amen? So please, I want to tell you that all of you that are writing wish lists for Christmas that you want to give your uncle and your auntie, is your wish list in the breakout session. So when it's time for breakout session, just march there. You know, do 1 or 2 things and start winning things. Okay? Okay? Thank you so much. So don't forget, keep taking pictures, keep retweeting, keep posting. Just talk about this conference, and we see you, okay? And we love you. Shortly, we are going to be having our keynote speech on scaling agricultural innovation through partnership in Africa by Mene Blessing. Put your hands together. But quickly, short profile of Mene Blessing. He's an expert in social entrepreneurship. Okay, and he serves as the founder, CEO of Vestec, an agri-fintech technology startup working to digitalize agriculture and expand access to capital for agri-businesses. Mene is a co-founder of Casado, an accelerator program that helps mature entrepreneurs grow their businesses and leadership and connect them with Nigerian and American mentors. Mene won the Public Choice Prize of Google Impact Challenge Nigeria. You should be clapping by now. And he supports young people through mentorship, speaking, and writing amongst about entrepreneurship and fundraising. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mene Blessing as he gives us the keynote speech for today.
Just technical check. Good morning, everyone. How we all doing? How we all doing? It's my first time hearing this, and I must say that this conference has been one of the best things that has happened in this country this year. Please celebrate the team. Like, look at us, you know. This feels exactly, it feels like F8 conference. I don't know how many of you have gone for F8 conference, the conference that Mark Zuckerberg organizes, right? So this is my first time hearing something like this. You know, so I kind of feel like I'm in California right now. And please help me celebrate the executive governor of this state, Governor Obaseki. Help me celebrate the team, the Edo Jobs team, Edo Innovates team. They, like, you guys have done something extraordinary here. Extraordinary. I see Edo State like the top 3 states in this country. Yeah, because the future of every state can be determined by the direction that the youths are taking. And I see that we're in the right direction. So excited to be here today. Today I want to speak briefly about how to scale agricultural innovation through partnerships. So what are you going to get out of my speech today? You're going to get a number of things. We're going to talk about, okay? So you're going to get a number of things. Number one, you're going to learn about, before we even talk about scaling, right? Let's talk about developing specific innovations, right? Agricultural innovations. You're going to learn where to focus your energy on. You're going to learn what you need to look out for when trying to scale your innovation. And you're going to learn some things about fundraising. And because I just have a very brief time, I'm going to give some time for Q&A so that we can make this session more interactive. So yesterday, I had a breakout session, yeah, over there. And I shared a picture. Can I get the slides to move to the next? This is not really working much. So I want to display a picture, and I want you guys to tell me what you feel. Okay, good. So if you're in my breakout section, please don't say anything, all right? But if you are not in my breakout session yesterday, I want you to tell me your observation about this picture. Can we have one microphone? Yes, can we have someone in the audience? Somebody bold, somebody intelligent, someone who is not afraid to take a risk. Fantastic. Let's give it to that lady there. That beautiful lady there, yes.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Felicia Odeji. What I observed from the pictures, we have a picture of a cow. We also have the picture of a rat. I'd say a cow is like, in terms of agriculture, a cow breeds money for the owner through milk, and we also have the beef.
Okay.
Then a rat is more of a parasite.
Okay, good.
A rat, we have the
Yeah, thank you for that
virus.
observation. But the question, I need you to understand my question.
Okay.
What do you observe? So I'm looking for insight. But thank you for identifying the species, right? Thank you very much. I need someone to give me insights into what's, like, something is not right, yeah, about this. Okay, let's have another lady. Anybody?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Henrietta.
Hi, Henry.
So what I
Henrietta?
observed is this.
Yeah.
For the rabbit,
Okay.
it looks for the
It's
the
not a
rat.
rabbit, okay.
Sorry.
So
It looks genetically enhanced.
okay, okay. Thank you.
That's what I observed.
Thank you. Let me get one more. I need insights. We're not moving forward without someone hitting this. Somebody needs to tell me. And make sure you were not in my session yesterday. Okay.
Okay. Good morning, House.
Good morning.
I think the rat is relatively small to the cow, but they appear to be the same size in the picture.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They both look exactly like almost the same, right? And the rat is looking really big. Now, let's go to the next one. In real life, right? This is exactly how they look. True or false? Now, what is the point I'm trying to bring out here? The point I'm trying to bring out here, you'll find it out in my next question. How much food must we give to this rat to make it become as big as this cow? Somebody confident. Somebody who is wise. I need a sage to give me the response to this question. Yeah, I see that hand there. That hand with the white long sleeves, yes. Somebody intelligent. Can you tell us how much food we need to give to this rat so that it becomes like this cow?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. In my opinion, I say there's no amount of food you can give to that rat to grow to that size.
Oh, fantastic. Let's celebrate him. Now, what is the point I'm trying to make? The point I'm trying to make today, yeah, is this. That when we think about agricultural innovations, we need to focus on lucrative market size. Do you understand? Because many times when we think about agricultural innovation, we're thinking about an app, we're thinking about a device, we're thinking about this, we're thinking about that, but we are not thinking about the market size, the need in the market. And I say this because if you have an agricultural innovation or you are developing one, it doesn't matter how much funding the idea gets. It doesn't matter how much mentorship you get. It doesn't matter how much pitching you do. It doesn't matter how many team members you have. If the DNA of that business is the DNA of a rat, it will never scale. Do you understand? So the most important thing you need to give attention to is to answer the question, how big is my market? Do you understand? So that's the first thing I want you to know. Now, okay. Now let's move on to something else. Can I get someone to just move to the next slide? Okay. Yeah, so I just want to, there are many areas to consider when thinking about market size in agriculture, but there are two areas I want to focus on because I think these are the two areas that will be most practical and most useful to you. Many times when we think about innovation, we're always thinking about inventing something new. We're thinking about creating something new, something that has never happened before, something that will shake the world, right? But I want you to focus on looking out for what already exists and focus on distribution. Because sometimes we have realized that many of the innovations have already been created, but what is missing are businesses who will distribute those innovations. So for example, if I was a farmer who wanted to grow corn, or I wanted to grow chicken, or whatever I wanted to grow, if I used a fake seed, or I used a seed that was of poor quality, what's going to happen? I'm going to have bad harvests, I'm going to have pests destroy my crops, I'm going to have a lot of bad things happen. Therefore, in order to create massive impact that will scale, you need to identify companies that have already developed improved seeds, improved animal species, improved equipment, and figure out how to distribute those products innovatively through your business. Jumia or Konga or most of these other guys, they do not create any product at all. They just focus on distribution. I'm not saying you need to build an e-commerce platform. I'm just saying you need to figure out an innovative way to distribute products. So one of the companies I would like to talk about as a case study is a company called Hello Tractor. How many of you know about Hello Tractor? They've built something like Uber for tractors, right? So if you're a farmer, you know how hard it is if you have a farm, for example, right? And you want to clear the land. It's really very hard, right? Because you need to probably hire 100 people to come and clear, or you need to go find like some form of equipment that would clear that place. So what they have done is that they've discussed with companies abroad who produce those tractors, and so they bring the tractors into the country, and then farmers can pay a token to rent that tractor and use it on the farmland. Do you understand? So the farmers cannot buy the tractors, but they can rent the tractor and use the tractor for a specific period of time. And I think that that's innovative. There's a company called East West Seed. They have like some of the best seeds in the country right now. IITA is there. IITA in Ibadan has done fantastic work developing different types of cassava, different types of maize. They've even developed corn that is able to grow within about 90 days or less, right? So, but those seeds are looking for places. So you need to set up your startup or your company in such a way that you can distribute those products. There's another company called Amo, right? I don't know how many of you know about Amo. They produce Amo feeds. They produce a bird called Noila, which is very tasty, right? Their products are very good. So imagine if you figured out a way to distribute those products to customers who need them the most. You will be tackling a very big problem, and you're going to make a lot of money. Do you understand? Now, the second thing, if we could go to the next slide, right? The second thing I want to talk about today is access to finance. Did you know that the access to finance gap in Africa is over $180 billion? And more than, I think about 90% of that alone is in Nigeria. That's for just agricultural finance alone. So it's over $100 billion. Like right now, if you threw $100 billion into the Nigerian agricultural space, it would not be enough to finance everybody. From farmers to retailers to wholesalers to distributors and all that. Therefore, I do believe that there is a big opportunity in agri-fintech. Like people need to start thinking about how do we finance farmers better. Do you understand? Because this is going to be massive in the country as we move forward. Access to finance, access to finance. So I'd like you guys to look into that. Now, if you could go to the next slide. Now, the second thing I would like to talk about when it comes to developing agricultural innovations and scaling them is this. Prioritizing monetization and sales from day zero. I said this yesterday, that, I mean, people talk about they want to launch a startup, and I've been listening to the fantastic presentations here. I really appreciate every single one of you who have come here to present. And so my strongest emphasis or feedback when I talk to startups is that how are you going to monetize? How are you going to make money from day zero? And why is answering this question important? Because I've come to realize that if you're thinking you're going to start making money in 4 or 5 years' time, or you want to go the pathway of like a Facebook or so, maybe in 10 years' time, when we have a lot of customers who will start monetize, you may eventually run out of money and your company is going to die before you get there, right? So when developing your business plan or business model, you need to choose the pathway that allows you to start making money early. Make money early. Make money early. In fact, if there's one point you should pick out from today's keynote, this is the point. Make money from day zero. All right? Don't hope to make money later. Make sure you have a plan. And so there are 3 pathways I do think that agricultural innovations can scale. Number one, B2C, selling directly to consumers. So B2C means business to consumers. B2B is business to business. And B2G is what? You say what? I cannot hear you. Business to government, fantastic. So I will tell you guys, just share a very short story. Some time ago, that was probably about 5-6 years, I started up something around insect farming. How many of you know that you can give insects to chickens and to catfish? How many of you have seen that? It's now becoming a trend, right? Like you could grow an insect called black soldier fly and then use it to feed your chickens or feed your fish. Why is this important? When you see any farmer who is growing either livestock or something, 70% of their expenses is just going to buying feed alone. And so the more the price of feed goes up and the prices of egg remains low, the prices of meat remains low, it means that the farmer's profit is suffering, right? Would you agree with that? And so one of the things I did early on was to develop an innovation around how to farm that in Delta State and all that. But I soon realized something, that without partnership, it was really impossible to scale. Partnerships in terms of, scaling the knowledge itself. Like, how do we get consultants, right? How do we get farms to just get the knowledge so that they can practicalize it on their own? That's one way, B2C, right? Now, how do we go about it, B2B? We began to identify companies like Guinness, Nigerian breweries, who produce, they produce beer, but they also have some form of waste that comes out from that system, which is very good for feeding the black soldier flies. We began to engage with people like that. Do you understand? So that is how it works in terms of like B2B, because they have massive amount of waste, which they are already selling anyway to pig farmers and all that. But how do we leverage that waste stream to use as raw materials to feed the insects? Now, how do we get the government involved? We need to get insects. So there's something called, which many people don't know, there's something like a list of approved ingredients you can use for creating any form of feed in this country. And if you create anything that is not, if you create a feed composite without using like illegally materials that have not been approved, you could get arrested, right? So we needed to work with NAIS through Professor Ebenebe and some other professors to develop pilot projects to prove that this was indeed healthy. Do you understand? And guess what happened? At the end of the day, we began to bring in NAFDAC, their veterinary department and all that. So as of today, this product is now approved officially in Nigeria to be used. So right now, there are a number of companies like Magmeal in Lagos. They're doing fantastic work. And by next year, through the Quality Insect for Food and Feed Association of Nigeria and the Netherlands Embassy, we're bringing together several stakeholders into Lagos State, maybe Edo State. And what we're planning to do is that we're setting up something called Insect Industry User Group, right? With entrepreneurs, with government folks, with business people, with professors, with research institutions, with people, regulatory agencies, right? We're bringing everybody into the same room to define standards for the industry. Do you understand? That is how you go about scaling that innovation. And I was speaking to someone today, and I mean, if Edo Innovates is interested in this, we can also have some form of like incubation center here in Edo State so that we can have young people set up those type of farms and start making money here in Edo State. I thought somebody would clap for that. And just to let you know, it's already happening. The project has started through NGN with IITA, International Institute for Tropical Agriculture in Ibadan. So they've set up like an incubation center where people are now learning how to grow insects and people are now learning how to farm it practically. And so with whatever money they make from there, they sell the products directly to farms. And if they're able to produce in larger quantities, they can sell that to feed companies. So it's a brilliant idea. Now, let's come to the last point on scaling agricultural innovations. I tell people, this sentence I'm about to make, write it down. There are two primary ways money comes into a business. Number one, sales. Sales. Number two is what? Fundraising. And so I get to see some people, they place a lot of emphasis on sales, which I just did with my point number 2, right? But some people don't take out time to learn fundraising, and this is the biggest strategic mistake you can make as an entrepreneur. Learn fundraising. Do whatever you can do to learn how to pitch. Do whatever you can do to learn how to be investment ready, to put your documentations together. Do whatever you can do to set up your board governance, board of advisors, board of whatever, board of directors and all that. Do everything you can because fundraising matters. The truth is that if we are both competitors, right? Both of us were competing. There was a team here that presented, right? And they were like, oh, we got a call from NIH or something like that, right? They're thinking of partnership. If you are competing with that guy, immediately they lock in that partnership. It's going to be very hard for you. Do you understand? So fundraising sends good signals to your potential partner that this company just raised $1 million or $5 million or $10 million or $100,000, whatever it is. It sends a very good signal, and it helps to pull in the kind of partners who can support your work. All right? So I don't want you to outsource it. I want you to learn how to do it. All right? And I don't know if Asemota is here, but we could figure out a way to either set up some form of training and all that for you guys free of charge, right? So that you can learn how to do this on your own. All right? So I think I would like to take questions at this point. I'd like to take questions from you. Okay, yeah. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's take the questions. Okay. Yeah, I invite you to, I'm active on Facebook, so you can message me on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and LinkedIn. Okay.
Good day, everybody.
Yeah, good day.
My name is Clinton.
Hi, Clinton.
Thank you. Hello, sir. Okay, I'm into agriculture, and I graduated from the Department of Agriculture, University of Benin, and I've been doing it as a business for a while.
Okay.
So my question is actually with fundraising.
Okay.
There are many projects we have. There are many projects we want to do. There are many projects that we grow. We know they will grow because agriculture is a very, it's something that there is sales. There's money. People will always eat. There's always going to be sales.
Yeah, what's the question?
So the question is, how do we raise these funds? For example, I have a project on ground currently, and
do I rephrase this for you? You have multiple ideas or projects you're working on.
Yes.
You're learning how to raise funding for all of them.
From where do we get these funds?
Okay, from where do you get these funds?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I would say if you find out that you have multiple projects that you are working on, there are different ways to go about that. Number one, either you put everything under one organization that has a shared mission and vision, then you fundraise for that organization, right? Now, if it happens that the different projects you're working on are like different businesses, I would recommend that you focus on the top one, right? Because if you're raising investment, usually there are 3 types of money: loan, equity investments, and what? Grants. Yeah? So grants are free from government, foundations. Loans you have to pay back with interest, and then equity investment. So I think for loans, they don't really care much. They just want to check the cash flow of the business, right? So if you're looking to raise, I don't know, let's say 100 million naira or 50 million naira, you should probably be doing like maybe about 200 million naira, and all that. So let's take that out. For grants, they are probably interested in your governance structure to make sure that the money is not going to disappear once they funded you, right? And then for equity investors, they are more interested in you at the early stage, right? Who are you as an entrepreneur, right? And immediately they know that you are working on multiple things. They know that their money is about to disappear, right? So usually I would recommend focus on one thing and then target these different types of investors. So there are 2 platforms that have been developed by Nigerians. I think Grace runs a platform called opportunitydesk.org. Once you go there, you see a list of grants, investment opportunities and all that. There's also another one called opportunitiesforafricans.com. So these are two places I recommend. There are other ones like fundindex.org, grandmasters.com, Dayo Adetiloye Hub, yeah, funds for NGOs and .org or so. Yeah, so those are places you can see a lot of opportunities where you can get funding. Let's take the next question. Next question.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My question is regarding the insect farming.
Yeah.
So, if you are to use the insects to feed livestock,
yeah,
I wanted to ask if it's like to be able to farm the insects, is it cost effective as to buying regular feeds, and also concerning the using insects to feed livestock, is it self-sufficient? Like you don't need to use regular feeds, or is the insect feeding able to cater for the welfare of the animal you're feeding?
Yeah. Or the fishes. Yeah, so I would say, number one, insects, if you're doing it on a small scale, the answer to your question is yes. Because then you can always source your raw materials from maybe a nearby restaurant that has food waste, you know, because they feed primarily on organic waste, right? So you could use that to like farm your own insects and give to your fish or chicken, right? So that answers the first question. Now, the second question was about cost effectiveness, right? The first one. Now, about cost effectiveness, what we have observed is that immediately you want to do it at a commercial scale, like really large scale, then you need large scale raw materials to use, right? So you now begin to discuss with companies around you who produce those type of waste, like people who produce beer, you know, people who produce food like restaurants, bigger restaurant chains, you know, so that who can give you large quantity of food waste and all that to use for your stuff. Yeah, so that is my own understanding of it. Do you understand? So the more you can figure that out and get those things at probably a very low cost, the more successful you will be commercially. Yes. And by the way, there are already companies doing it at a large scale in Nigeria, at a large scale already. Yeah. Okay, next question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Joy Eki Omovi.
Hi, Joy.
I'm fine. In reference to what you said, two things struck me, and that's why I'm asking a question.
Struck you like lightning?
About how big the market is.
Yeah.
And then secondly, you talked about the issue of monetization.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not exactly in the agricultural sector.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually a content marketer trying to break into the Nigerian pigeon as kind of like a marketing agency.
Okay.
Now, my question is, many of us could have very nice market. We have potentials. But the issue is this aspect of training, consistent training, consistent mentoring. So apart from these opportunities,
yeah,
what other opportunities do you have for the ordinary man outside that is not here to be able to gain from this? And how consistent can we keep this? Because I think in entrepreneurship, training is key. It's not just the money. It's not just the profit.
I agree with that.
Those systems, I really want to know. And I also want to key in.
Oh, are you looking for opportunities for training?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were looking for it for the ordinary man.
Both.
Okay. Okay. So this is where I would have to say that, how do I say this without being offensive? Everybody can be great, but not everybody will be great. Because greatness requires certain sacrifices. Edo State probably has over 500,000 young people. But how many of those young people are here? Thousands of banners and posters were printed, and a lot of people were invited for this conference, but only those who know what they wanted showed up. I don't have anything for those people who didn't show up. I have something for you that is here. And for those of you here, I would say that it's not about desire. It's about being a go-getter. Probably 1 or 2% of the businesses that have pitched here today would be surviving by the end of next year. And the difference is really going to be those of them, right, who really want this thing. And I'm saying you need to want it, which means you need to push for it. You need to search. Search and you will what? Find. So there are actually a lot of opportunities out there. These websites I gave to you, right, you're going to find opportunities for funding, and there are also opportunities for conferences, for workshops, for trainings on that same website. So for startups, I do recommend checking on those websites once a week or once in 2 weeks, so that when opportunities are published, you can key into them. One other good website is vc4a.com, right? They are really very good. They have very high quality stuff. And you need to compete, because you'll be surprised that among everybody here, maybe you're applying for an opportunity, right? Almost half of your friends are also applying for that opportunity, and they won't tell you. Do you know? Do you know? Like, you can be sitting down with someone, and you guys are just in, there's a grant opportunity that is open. They will not tell you because they want to, like, you know, they kind of feel like by informing you, their chances of success drops, right? But I don't really believe in that. I believe in sharing those opportunities, right? Distributing opportunities to people. So I want to encourage you to search for them, participate, hang around, and stay within the right network. Because even if you don't become an entrepreneur, you end up working for a good company that is going to pay you very well. Okay? Let's get next question. And I'm going to ask the team, can you find out how many minutes I have left so that I can know how many questions?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you very much. And I thank the Edo State Innovates for giving us this opportunity on this platform. But during your comments, I picked 2 things from it. Number one, you made mention of the feed of insects to the bird. Then, you know, you said something as soon as you enter the stage. You said we shouldn't develop on what is already in existence. We should go for what we...
Okay, don't, like, not focusing too much on creating something new,
creating something
but prioritizing, distributing what already works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made mention of that. And I know this already existing feed for birds, majority of it, they are from our produce.
Yeah, so the question is...
So the question is, if we are bringing the other one, the insects, so what happened to the produce of the local farmer out there who are bringing those, because we are trying to enhance the economy?
Yeah, what do you think will happen?
So what will happen to those produce? That is my number one question.
What do you think will happen? Let's interact.
I'm thinking of maybe there's going to be a reduction in patronage.
Okay.
Because we're actually
Number
looking
one.
for
Number 2,
reduction in patronage. 2, it may also increase maybe the level of poverty. Because all those men, they don't actually have a way to sell those goods. Because I know in the rural areas.
Okay, okay, I understand. So let me help you.
Okay.
There's something called the power law, right?
Yes.
In every market, you have the consumers, the middlemen, the producers, and all that. Yeah. One of them is more powerful than the other, right? Yeah. So within the livestock value chain, for example, probably the weakest is the farmer.
Okay.
Right? The person who is selling the feed, right? If today one company closes down, tomorrow you'll come to that shop, you see another product there, because they have cash flow, they have liquidity and all that. So they are more powerful. Okay. Do you understand? Yeah. So for them, it's better business, right? Because they can sell multiple products, and they never sell just one product at a time. So it's literally not going to create poverty for them. However, what's going to happen is that it's going to create options. So I'm an Ashoka fellow. we always say that Ashoka Fellows, it's been said that teach a man to fish and you feed him for what? Give a man fish, you feed him for a day.
Yeah.
Teach him how to fish, you feed him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
But if you, but Ashoka Fellows, we change the fishing industry. So my vision was to focus on how do we make farmers, who are the weakest people in the value chain, how do we shift them from being feed consumers to feed producers? That was my vision. And so that was why I went through the partnership way, right? Take this proprietary knowledge and understanding and put it into the hands of the farmer. Because some of the farmers, anyway, they gather chicken manure, harvest the larvae from it, and give to their fish. Some of them are already doing earthworm farming on their own, but they don't know how to do it at a scale that is large enough to feed 10,000 fish, 5,000 fishes, and all those kind of things, right? Yeah. So by putting that knowledge in their hands, we've changed their life, and they are now able to source their own waste themselves and produce it without depending on electricity, without depending on one manufacturer who is sending shipping from wherever we don't know. Do you understand? Yeah. So it's not creating poverty, but it's increasing prosperity for the farmers.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm just going to take one last question, and then we'll call it a day, okay?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Festus.
Hi, Festus.
Fine, and I really thank you for this impact. And first and foremost, I'll give all thanks to our governor.
Yeah.
First, I'm talking about partnership in lucrative business under agricultural sector. I'll use an example.
And the question is?
My question is under partnership. My sister, my cousin sister, have he ventured into this cow business. She bought 3 female cows and 1 male cow. Mm-hmm. Then, cow business is a lucrative business. Then, unfortunately for her, she does not have a rush where those cows she can breed.
Yeah, the question
you
is...
understand? The question is now that she said she wants to partner with those Fulani herdsmen because they have knowledge. Yep. Herdsmen, they have knowledge with what? Raising this cow. Pardon, please.
Okay.
Those Fulanis.
Yeah.
Said they have knowledge in what? Breeding those cows.
Yes.
Now,
the question is...
She paid those Fulanis. Now, after enough of investment that she have put into those cows, and she still paid those workers. Now, can you do it on your own without fear? Maybe probably with this teaching, you just go into and buy probably a piece of land, probably 50 by 100 or 100 by 100.
Like setting up your own private ranch.
Setting up. How can you do it?
Okay, thank you very much. Good question. Fear is a different conversation on its own. So I would say that your sister was able to do it without fear. So she would be a very good mentor, right? Yeah, it's true. I haven't done it before, but what I don't know is that I don't know, like the Edo State government is creating some form of agricultural village of some sort. So I think having a ranch within that Edo State government something, is going to be a plus, number one. Number two, when you're doing cattle business, there's something called cattle rustling, which is people stealing your cattle and even killing the farmers who were there, and they will take your cattle away. So it's good to just situate your ranch within a government facility that is protected by the Nigerian police. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together once more from Mr. Meneblasen. Okay, I think the one thing I could really remember from this session and I really liked was the partnership thing with the Fulani herdsmen. And many of us want to consider that option, you know. Just think about it. To every bad side, there's a good side. So, put your hands together for Mr. Mene Blessing once more. So coming up shortly, we're going to be having a panel session on the tech ecosystem, why collaboration is key. For those of us that has been asking questions and partnership on how to leverage on the tech ecospace, I think this is the moment you've been waiting for. Our efficient panelists are ready. And the first person we have on our panelists is Isimeme White. She is a social impact entrepreneur, human rights advocate, and clarity coach whose work cuts across many youth, and women innovate in various sectors, including social economic development programs and women and youth. Startups and MSMS development and many others. Isimeme has a BSc in microbiology from the prestigious University of Benin, a certificate in monitoring and evaluation from RIPA International UK, and certificates in project management and policy development and advocacy from the University of Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mrs. Isimeme White. Thank you so much. Up next on our panel session, we have Adewale Adeyemi, who is a versatile IT business professional with a history of success spanning over 22 years in strategic partnership, IT business management, product development, cloud services, service management, and IT administration. He currently works with Tech Experts, a YNV group company, as head of sales and executive business development, where he leads a team of seasoned professionals in driving the group tech talent outsourcing business. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Adewale Adeyemi. Thank you so much. And the last but not the least on this panel session, we have Mr. Mene Blessing, who is the CEO, founder of Vestec, an agri-fintech technology startup working to digitalize agriculture and expand access to capital for agri-businesses. Mene is the co-founder of Casador, an accelerator program that helps mature entrepreneurs grow their businesses and leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Mene Blessing. And to moderate this session is Majekodunmi Oluwasegun. He is a digital marketing expert, creative strategist, brand manager for several SMEs in Nigeria, communication and publicity manager for the Edo State Skills Development Agency, Edo Jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the moderator of this session, Majekodunmi Oluwasegun.
Good morning, house. How are we doing? Good morning, our panelists. All right. Okay, so this session is around collaboration, right? And so what I would like us to do first of all is to turn around or turn to your side and meet someone new, one or two persons new. Tell them what you do and ask them what they also do as well. So can we arise? Can we rise? Good morning. We met in Lagos. And I've met you.
So what do you do?
Okay. But what about the core of this is right? Of this conference. What I don't know, that was very listening. So that's why I said we didn't get up. So we start to.
Well, I hope some of them don't disappear.
No, they won't.
Okay. This is why.
All right, I think we are good. Thank you so much. All right, let's settle down.
Okay.
Let's settle down, please. So one of the Let's settle down. Let's settle down, please. Now, make us problem, oh.
Yeah, so well, I think it's maybe we should give them a few minutes to just this is the most important part.
The last person standing will come on stage to tell us why they are still standing. Yeah, you come.
Okay, so we have to move on now, all right? So one of the outcomes of this tech conference, please, ushers, can you just assist us in this? Thank you. One of the outcomes of this tech conference is to ensure that tech talent in Edo State and across Nigeria can collaborate and network. And that's why we did that, to ensure that you guys have not been here since Tuesday and you've not met anybody that you can collaborate with. And that was why we had that exercise at the earlier part. So to move forward in our discussion, 4 of the biggest African ecosystem is Nigeria, Egypt, South Africa, and Rwanda. And so these ecosystems are what we have as models, right? And so, but one of the essential part of innovation is collaboration. And so that's why we want to take this session and dissect and discuss it. On our panel are people who are very, very outstanding at partnerships and collaboration. Mrs. White, Mr. Adewale, and Mene Blessing are outstanding at this topic, and that's why we have called them to discuss it. So for our first question, I would like to ask Mr. Mene Blessing, what is the current nature of our Nigerian tech ecosystem, currently as it stands?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. I would say that the tech ecosystem is really fast growing. I think we've been attracting like really good investments, but it's still not enough, right? Because like the amount of money that has been attracted into Africa, that VCs have invested in Africa, like when you compare it to the global investment, right, it is small. Like, but we're grateful for the progress that has been made so far. So I would say that there is a lot of bright side to the ecosystem. I would also say that something else that really matters to me, right, with the ecosystem are the people in the ecosystem, right? The VCs, I think that they are increasing. And there is something, about the West. They are not trying to, create impact with the money they have. And because this is already so developed, right, there's more opportunity for them to create impact. Because in Africa, in Nigeria, than even in the West. So if you have a lot of money and you want to feel like you've done something meaningful with your life, you actually need to come to Africa to invest it. So that's the state of things.
Beautiful, beautiful. So there is money, right? Yeah. That's not a problem. It's the innovations and the ideas that they are looking to invest in, right? Awesome. Okay, so we would like to, so if we're going to go further and ask, how do we define success when it comes to running a successful ecosystem, tech ecosystem, especially for the subnationals? So for Nigeria as a whole, Lagos stands out, right? And some other places stand out as well. So for those states, how do we define success when we are talking about our own tech ecosystem? So let me give the floor to Mr. Adewale.
Right. Thank you. Can you hear me? All right. Thank you. You said defining success for Edo State. I think we need to look at the opportunities that we have first. And I think the opportunity is enormous. I mean, I've been here since yesterday, and I've seen young people very interested in getting better, in doing stuff. And it's not just with tech, the traditional tech that you have, is what they have, the things that they want to do, and how they think tech can help them. So first you look at the opportunities and how you can use tech to drive those opportunities. Then we will see the success that will come out of it. We're already seeing some of it in some of the stuff that we've seen here and the trainings that are going on and with what people are doing. I think, like I said, it starts with the opportunities, then you will now see the success. And the opportunities are there, and the capacity is there. He said a couple of minutes ago that there are 500,000, probably 500,000 youths in the whole of Edo State. And a fraction of that is here. And there will be success stories out of this place. And people will look at, maybe the success stories will be like 1 or 2%, but people will look at that 1 or 2% and still drive their own success from it.
Please feel free to add on if you need to, or you have any interest in that question or that topic. All right. So I would like to ask this question to Mrs. White. So what should be the role of government in making the Nigerian tech ecosystem more collaborative?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm very, very excited to share this platform with everyone here. Thanks to Edo State government. So I think the role government is playing, first is that let's look at the startup arts. Government are enablers. That's for me, startup arts is like a first major achievement in ensuring that the ecosystem gets stronger, especially the tech ecosystem gets stronger. And then looking at what Edo State government is already doing to ensure that talent development is key to create jobs, and to also see that beyond just talent development, to see how this can turn into income generating for our young people. And we thank Mr. Godwin Obaseki for excellent job. Look at where we are today. Look at how we are all looking great, looking beautiful. For me, this is what we are talking about. Creating that space, creating an opportunity for all to shine, and we're all shining today. So for us in tech ecosystem, we want to see how this startup art can be domesticated in Edo State. And this is what I want to say to Edo Jobs when you interact with Mr. Governor. Please remember to tell him that we want to see how we can have it break down to various languages in Edo, make it so simple, simplify it, make it easy, make it break it down so that we can understand every single aspect of the startup art. That is one. Then another area that government that can also do to strengthen the ecosystem is the area where all of us are here. Just imagine you have your profile on Edo State's website. Just imagine the investor, because the state is already getting attractive to a lot of investors. So imagine you solving a lot of problems, developing solutions that is changing lives. Imagine you have your profile on that website of Edo State government. For me, this will change a lot. So we want to see that where all of the people here, especially those who are presented on the stage here, have that kind of a mini database developed for them to be more visible based on what they're already doing. So again, policies that will favor us, policies that we can interpret and relate with.
Thank you so much. All right.
So just to quickly add to that, the question was about like what can the Edo State government do, right?
Yes, what role of government?
Yeah, so policy, programs, financing. My sister has already talked about policy. Let's talk about programs. I mean, between the last 2-3 days, I've listened to a number of startups here pitch. And in this hall right now, there are probably more than 50 software developers. True or false?
True.
We have UI UX designers. True or false?
True.
These are the raw materials you need to actually build some of the applications that even the Edo State government needs for its educational institution, healthcare institution, and all that. So what investors like myself, right, would like to see in this state is to have some of these entrepreneurs collaborate. Just form a group. It doesn't have to be your own private company. Form something bigger than you or your small business idea, and let the government be your first customer, right? So that we can implement your applications in Edo State's hospital. I think there's one close to Ring Road. Yeah. There's UBTH, right? There are a number of other private hospitals in this state. And with that initial traction that these startups have gained, they can now begin to participate in other programs like Techstars, Y Combinator, so that they can get more international investment, but kickstart by the Edo State government. The second thing I would like to emphasize is financing. You can never, ever build a great ecosystem without putting money or having a skin in the game. My company just raised some money, right, from Catapult Africa. Catapult Africa set up like a seed fund, right? And that seed fund, it was the government of Rwanda. The government of Rwanda invested money. Their insurance, like Rwanda Insurance something, they invested money. Their healthcare agency, their innovation fund, they all invested money alongside investors from Europe, Norway, and from other countries. They put in money into that fund, right? And so they made it possible. And none of the people who received money were from Rwanda. But they wanted to make Rwanda the hub for East Africa. So if you are coming in from Europe or from the US and you want to deploy your innovation in Africa or in East Africa, the first country you think about is Rwanda. And even for us, right, who we're not thinking like, okay, we want to expand into East Africa, even though we already have customers in Kenya, our office is going to be in Rwanda because of what the government has done, right? So I would like to see Edo State's government set up some funds, even if it's small money like 10 billion or 50 billion, like just commit to these startups. Don't you guys want money? That's what we're saying now. So that to finance some of these ideas, right? So that they can take their ministry to the permanent site.
I guess to say that they've started already, right?
Yeah, but not 1 million, 2 million. No. It's just to encourage, but we need real financing. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to quickly add to that. This is what I say every day. There's money everywhere. I say this confidently because personally I've benefited from grant. My organization have also benefited from grants, you can just name them. But this is what I will tell you. The money is always there, but you need to do the right thing. The right thing in this case is that your formalization, your documentation is key. See, your investment now is not just to start thinking of, about the product. Product is good, but the speed at which you are already going, looking at Edo State as an example, take advantage of building, make sure that your documents are right. Get CAC registered. CAC is less than 15,000 naira, and you can just do that while you are here. In fact, that is one. Get your TIN number. Nobody wants to fund you without all of this. Then, reports. You have been implementing projects in your own little way. Can you document this, please? Document them with evidence-based reports, like pictures, like video. You are attending this conference now. Can you document it? Can you put it on your social media platform? So that when they are looking for you, guess what they do? It's so easy these days to look for anybody. All they need to do is to type your name. They type your name, they check you out. They want to know what you are doing. They want to trust. They want to be able to trust their money with you. So money is always there. So just try and do all the necessary documentation in order for you to have access to grant, access to finance, access to all kinds of opportunity. Trust me, you're already there. So please take advantage of that. Money is always there. In fact, Edo still have some money right now. Edo Care.
Yes.
And,
Edo Care is an Edo State MSME fund.
Yeah, I think we should speak on that.
Okay, let me add something. So in addition to all that you've said government can do, I think, I know Edo State is already doing that, but they can also do more. It's collaboration with companies that can always prepare the next generation with skilling. Because, so you have a lot of people who are probably already skilled. I mean, software engineers are already skilled. But you also have people who just have the passion. They want to learn, but they don't have the skill yet. So look at skilling them, preparing that next generation so that cycle will always be there. And I think Nigeria is a very unique environment. We have this huge amount of graduates coming out every year, whether they strike or ASU or no ASU, you have people graduating. I think we have very high number of university graduates, learned people coming up. But those people, are they rightly skilled? So let's skill them. I mean, get the right skilling. And then with the skill, because passion is something, but you also have to be skilled. With the right skill, then you are ready for the next phase. And the right skill will provide the employability that you need in order to train. I mean, get the right training that you need, and then you get into the system, then you can get the funding and every other thing that you need.
Can we give them a round of applause? Amazing responses. Amazing responses. So the next question is, in the context of our discussion, what does collaboration mean to you? And this is for everybody on the panel. What does collaboration mean to you, especially in this tech ecosystem?
Okay.
This can start.
Okay, I could start. So within the tech ecosystem, everybody is talking about startups. But we have not talked about start down, start in, and start out. So what does that mean? Let's start with start down. Building the foundations of the business. That's part of what Mrs. White just talked about, right? And sometimes in order to get that right, you need to collaborate with advisors or consultants who know what they're doing, who have built successful businesses like mentors. There's a checklist of things you need to put in place to be investment ready, right? And so like working with someone to collaborate on that, yeah, could help you get that right. So let's talk about start in. No one becomes great or does anything great alone. You need to collaborate with people. If you were not in my breakout session yesterday, you missed a lot. Get the video. One of the things I talked about was recruiting top talents, right? So there needs to be collaboration with individuals who are like your co-founders or first set of employees, right? So that is a second type of collaboration you need to look at. Because sometimes we're always thinking about partnering with some big companies out there. But with even the people who are working with us on our own team, how well are you partnering with them? And I've realized that how you treat your staff or your team is going to be exactly the same way you treat your partners. Yeah, that's how it works out. Yeah? Then let's talk about the third component, which is start what? Out. So that is where you are not collaborating with, external folks. And I usually would recommend that if you're trying to partner, there are different areas you could partner on. One of the areas is distribution. Is this partner going to help you reach more customers, right? Or more consumers? Number two, technology. Is this partner going to help me improve my products, like improve the technology that I have? Partnership in terms of fundraising. Is this partner going to help me access more capital, right? So these are the different ways you could actually start out.
Okay, mine is just to say, when you are thinking of partnership, think of J5. When I mean J5, joint thinking. So that means at the beginning, you are not thinking alone. Identify likes mind, sit down with them, do the thinking together. The second one is joint planning. That means you sit together and plan very well. So it's not just about you, and you, and you. So you sit down with the team you have identified. When I first talked about joint thinking, I mean, you think about the idea, think about the solution, you come together and do the joint planning. Then the third one is joint implementation. That means you are collaborating to implement together. You identify each other's role. Okay, you are doing B, I am doing C. Then the fourth one, the fourth J, is now joint monitoring and evaluation. That means you calm down, analyze what has worked, analyze what didn't work, and think of solution together. That means you are doing it jointly. Then the last one is what? Joint reporting. Joint reporting means that you report all your success. You shine together. When you are saying A, B, D, put all of your logos so that you shine together. So I call it J5. First is joint thinking, joint planning, joint implementation, joint MIE, which is monitoring and evaluation, and the last one is what? Joint reporting. So think of all of these J5 when you are thinking of working together with your team. But identify those who are going to really add value. Me, I don't work with people who just talk. I work with people who are hungry. I always use this word. Your hunger level will determine if you're going to work together. So identify those who are hungry. Identify those who are better than you. But remember that we're all going to shine together.
All right. All right. I think your question was, what does collaboration mean to me? Okay, so I don't have any code, for now. I want us to think, I'm an African. I mean, we're all Africans, and we say something in different languages. You don't clap with one hand. You cannot clap with one hand. The truth is that you cannot do it alone. You know if you do it by yourself. you will need somebody to work with you. And some of the biggest companies that we see today started out as a collaborative effort. They had collaborative efforts. I mean, you look at the Microsoft, you look at Google, all of them, they had collaborators, they had partners. And even if you wanted to go it alone, you will need people to do stuff for you. He talked about, I think he talked about legal requirements. If you're a tech person, you're not a lawyer. No matter how many, I have this site that I usually go to, but I always want people that, I'm not a lawyer. It's called, forgotten it, where you get templates, legal templates that you can use and everything. But you know, it will get you into trouble if you go it alone because you don't know all the legal implications. So you need lawyers. You will need financial managers who will help you manage your finance. You think you can count, Abby, but when you start seeing complex reports and they start confusing you, you will know that you're in trouble. So you need financial managers to manage your business for you. At a point, you can start it alone. I mean, you can start with your ideas alone, but you need to collaborate at a point in time in order for you to scale. If you don't collaborate, there is the problem of you scaling. You will not be able to scale. So collaboration is key. Even with big companies, you will see initially when people like Microsoft started years ago, for those of us who were old enough, you will go on the internet, you will see Microsoft and Google dissing each other at a point, dissing each other, abusing. I mean, they had all these ads and then everything. And then at a point in time, they found that collaboration was better. So today, I mean, initially, Microsoft had their cloud, then you had Oracle, and then you now say you can implement Oracle solutions on Microsoft Cloud. I mean, when some of us saw it, we were like, the world has ended. But the world hasn't ended. You can implement SAP in Microsoft Cloud. Now they are telling us that you can have a multi-cloud approach. They have no qualms in whether you have some of your stuff on AWS, they have some on GCP, or you have some on Azure. You know, so everybody is collaborating. Why not us here? So be ready to collaborate because at the end of the day, it will help you scale. It will help us scale. Thank you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Please tell your neighbor, collaboration is key. Collaboration is key.
Collaboration is key.
So please, let's emphasize that. So I have a question for Mr. Blessing. So in the context of tech startup collaborations, there seems to be a culture of sole ownership. Wanting to own it all on your own, right? So the question now is, how do we encourage partnership and collaboration leading to multiple co-founders and successful startups in Nigeria?
That's a very tough question. How do we encourage multiple collaborations between individuals that could lead to like successful co-founders? So I think, so I've been on different sides of the divide, like working as a solo co-founder, also having co-founders, co-founder breakup, co-founder reunion, whatever, yeah. So I've seen the different sides so, to this particular question. I would say that number one, right? Let me just talk about like what I think makes successful co-founder relationship. I think number one, shared values. For me, is the most important. Like, do we believe the same thing? Because my core value could be integrity, or like just being honest and transparent. Your core value could be something else, right? And even if it's the same thing, it might mean different things to both of us. So we need to define the rules of engagement, right? Because for someone who is a little bit political, right, like just being, the more transparent you are to them in a co-founder relationship, they will think you are up to something. Because they are always, politicians are always scheming, you know, and all those kind of things. So, and it happens a lot in some of those relationships. So like having shared values is the number one foundation. Then number two, for startups, I do think that both, or all the co-founders should have some form of understanding, right, of what does success mean to you. Some people want to be in a startup so that they can get high salaries. Some people want to be in startups so that they can work from morning to night and claim that they are tech people. So you need to define and make sure that you guys are on the same playing field. Then number three, we now start talking about complementary skill sets. Sometimes you're doing a co-founder relationship. You need one person who is really very good with coding, You know, you need one other person who is very good with the business side of things, like sales and all those kind of things. So those are the kind of it could be two developers, right? Maybe one person is doing back end, front end, one person is doing the designs and all that. Then I think number 4 is resource contribution. Most times you go into a co-founder relationship, you split the company 50-50 or whatever you want to split it, and then one person is the one contributing all the money. The other person, it's not like they don't want to contribute, but they don't have the money. And so it becomes unfair to one person. At the end of the day, you are contributing money, you are contributing skill. I mean, you should just employ, I always say, just hire this guy. There's no need to make them a co-founder. And number 5, I would say that test before you trust. So most of us always want to trust this person because they are our friends. They've been our friends for 5 years, 10 years, and all that. Just because someone is your best friend does not mean that they will be your best co-founder.
Word.
Yeah, doesn't mean at all. And just because someone is your brother or sister does not mean that they will be your best co-founder, right? Because they might be your best friends and all that, but immediately you guys start building a business together, it changes the chemistry of the relationship. What usually happens is that because they already know your strengths and weaknesses, maybe you're a calm person, they probably are not meeting their deadlines, they're not meeting KPIs, your startup starts failing. So usually get on a project with someone, work with them, make sure you enjoy the working relationship before you commit to a co-founder relationship. And then if you are the one who set up the company yourself, one of the things I advise is to vest all equities. Vest the equity. So don't start and say, it's just like we're sharing water or sharing money. You 50%, you 20%, you 10%. No, don't do that, right? Everybody, you're going to vest your equity for 5 years. 1 year cliff and 4 years, before you get. So if you're giving someone 20% of your company, they have to work with you for 1 year first. And then after that 1 year, before they get their first, by the end of the second year is when they get their next 5%. By the end of the third year, they get 10%, 15%, 20%. So after 4 or 5 years, that's when they earn. And the reason for that is because people's priority change. I've met with some people, they tell me they're doing a startup, this is their co-founder. Co-founder gets a job with someone. They just jackpot and left you. And not like they even jackpot abroad, though. They jackpot to Backyard here, Lagos. Do you understand?
Or a complaint.
Or somewhere close by. So doing startup is really hard. You need very good skill sets, very good core values. If both of you are criminals, be criminals together. If one person is a saint, don't partner with a thief. Do you understand? Like, just be on the same page in terms of your values and make sure that you guys are contributing equally. So if somebody owns 30% equity, at least they should be contributing 30% of the funding for that company and not the other way around.
A round of applause, please.
I hope I didn't scatter some table legs.
No. Very required. And so for the last question, which goes to all the panelists, the question is: we kindly share with our audience 1 or 2 of your best collaborations and how it impacted your startup. So we want to go practical, right? We've been talking collaboration all day long. Tell us from your own wealth of experience, for your business, for your startups, the 1 or 2 that were for you profound, and then our audience can take some lessons from it.
I remember when we were about to start Juniors Up, we didn't have resources. We're sharing an office space, and the idea, based on what we do, we are human capital development organization. We do job placement, internship placements. We work with a lot of talent. So the first thing we did was to map out training center, because we all know that to get a desktop is very expensive. So we did some research, identify training centers in our locations. So when we identify those training centers, we also identify the skill gaps among young people. Many of the young people were not employable because they didn't have soft skills, they didn't have the relevant skills for them to be employable. So when we identify those training centers, we now had a small meeting, like, What if you are already doing what you are doing, and we realize that the same energy to train one person is the same energy to train 10, 15 persons. So we had a first meeting, we share our vision, our mission with them, and we said we are hungry to train thousands of young persons. In fact, when you hear me pitch, when I say 10,000 persons in the next four months, and they started looking at me like, is everything okay? So, but this is what we did. This was how we identified them as partners. First, were they willing to share with us in our terms of our vision and mission? The second is that, do they have the necessary facility that we require to bring them students? So this is what we did. We started charging 16,000 naira per student. So we will bring all the students for them. They will train the students. So we're sharing that 16,000 naira. So we will take 5,000, they will take 5,000. Then the 6,000 was for consumable and logistics. And that was how, within 3 months, we have done close to 4,000 beneficiaries. So that was the method we used in terms of our partnership with this person. Then the second major partnership we also did is with a UN agency, International Organization for Migration, which is called IOM. We sat down to say, okay, we know human trafficking is a major issue in Edo State. How do we provide them psychosocial support? You bring this beneficiary, we provide them psychosocial support. And we sat down, have a meeting. At the end of the day, both parties shine, both parties benefit. But what is key here is that we're bringing something on the table. So it was not just like, oh, most of the time when we receive letters in our offices across Nigeria, what we see is that they bring budgets, they want to partner with us to organize these events, but nothing showing what they are contributing. That is not partnership. Partnership means you are contributing. In fact, in some cases, it can even be 50-50. What exactly are you bringing on the table? So when we meet all of these partners and say, okay, we want to do this, we are doing A, B, C, D, they like the fact that we are bringing value. They like the fact that we are creating value. Immediately, they agree to work with us. As we speak to you now, we are currently implementing projects in creative for them, from UI, UX to videography to video editing. All of that are currently going on in this partnership. So again, partnership is the key, is the fastest way to grow. Is also the reason why we seem to be doing everything, and it seems to be like we're everywhere. And it's also the reason why we have expanded very fast. Currently, we have office in Kano, Lagos, Uromi, and Awushi. Of course, Benin City here. So again, partnership is huge. Take advantage of it, and you will not be the same. Honestly, trust me on this.
Thank you, Mrs. White. All right, next panelist.
Okay. For me, I work in Tech Experts. I work at Tech Experts. And when we came into the country like 4 years ago, our biggest partners are the technology providers, the Microsoft and Co. And when we came into the country, we didn't want to be licensed partners. We wanted to we wanted to take advantage and also grow tech skills within the strong youth population that we had in Nigeria then. And I think when we came in, we couldn't find some skills. And I'm trying to do this because that's where our partners come, and this is what has affected us and probably impacted us. We couldn't find some skills. We're looking for subject matter experts in different particular areas, and we couldn't even get 3. So we had to bring people from outside. And one of the things that from outside the country, from North America and Europe. So what we did was we knew that it was not scalable bringing people in to do that. So what we did was we got them to train people here. And that training, within 4 years, we have over 100 SMEs in Nigeria today. And within that 4 years, we have had over 3,000 people pass through our company. Some have stayed, some have moved on. Today we are 1,900. 1,700 of them are tech people. And we are expanding that by the day. For me, that is great impact. When I see people who, when they came in, when they come into the company, it's just passion that they have. And then they go through training, they go through skilling and continuous skilling, and they become from junior engineers to become subject matter experts. Some even branch off and say, okay, so I don't want to do tech. I want to go into people management, and you allow them to grow into that. That, for me, is great impact. And that has also increased our partnerships, not just with the global tech companies. Now we're extending that to enterprise companies in Nigeria. We're looking at expanding from where we are to other locations and all that. Today, we started just in Nigeria. We're also in Kigali now, and we're expanding. So, I mean, for me, that's great impact for me.
Amazing. So let me emphasize one thing that he said. He said tech experts employ up to 1,900 people. It's not play. That is a whole lot when it comes to job creation in Nigeria. So please, a round of applause again. And then we have Mr. Blessing.
Thank you for emphasizing that. So, some people may not understand until you start paying salary. Like yesterday was salary day, so everybody had to go and beat up with payroll obligations. You know, yesterday was a very important day in the life of millions of people across the country. So, in terms of collaboration, we've engaged in multiple collaborations. Some I find very significant. One of them, we received some funding from Google, about $250,000 from Google, which we use for developing a tech around animal disease reporting. So fortunately for us, I think about a year or two into the project, the federal government was also trying to do something similar, and they were being funded by the World Bank, right? So we were able to collaborate with the government to get them to develop that technology further and even get them to adopt the technology. So right now, as of today, the project is called National Animal Disease Information System, and it's like a 5-year partnership with the federal government, Ministry of Agric, to use that application, which is now, like we've already developed. So they are currently training people across the country to deploy it, like veterinary doctors and all that, to deploy it, so that if there is a disease outbreak, right, in Edo or in Delta, as people report, the system is going to beep up signal to the FG at their headquarters in Abuja, and then they can begin to design policies and programs, you know, and this is very important because or else you hear things like bird flu has happened and farms are shutting down. So they can quickly identify it in a particular location before it spreads across the country. And so that impact alone is massive and is running into like hundreds of millions of dollars, like literally in terms of the scale of that impact. Another one I would mention would be my current partner at VetSac. So he joined the business, he was recommended by a very close friend, Rena Davis, who's like a senior partner, recommended him to me. He was working with me. So he worked with me for about 2 years. And, you know, there's a way you employ someone to work for you, and they are handling the business as though it's their own, right? The guy is good at his job. My most excellent staff ever since I started the company. He's very good at his work, professional, and he's, you know, so committed. And then, in fact, several companies try to push him because, like, sometimes you hire staff, tech guys, and immediately you start working for a company like mine. That's when some of these banks suddenly start, this guy come. So he's been approached severally by several companies. They offered him ×2, ×3 of the salary we are paying, and he was like, no. Like, he knows where this organization is going. And we had not raised any external investment. So I told him, don't worry, just keep doing your work. So when we raised our investment, right, at least our valuation was over $1 billion, right? $1 billion naira. We're coming to the dollar part soon. So, so when we raised that investment, I gave him equity in the company because I was like, you deserve it. You've been faithful, you've been loyal, you've been effective at your work. And so I gave him that equity. So, and I felt that that is what we should all do, right? As business owners, when you see someone who is taking it as their own, then you need to reward that type of loyalty and faithfulness, right? So those are 2 instances. And then we have something going on with DSM, Royal DSM. It's a company that produces micronutrients, which is used for drugs. It's also used for feeds, animal feeds. They use it for human beings and animals too. So they are trying to do some things across Africa in about 6 African countries. So we are collaborating with them to develop a platform that allows them to measure, to digitize that value chain and measure the impact of their product on the productivity of farms. And it's a massive one because that collaboration helped us to improve the quality of our product called Clever, number one. Number two, it also exposed us to another partner who we're now talking with here from India. And you guys know now, India, when it comes to building tech, they're like, right? Yeah, but they are now trying to collaborate with us here in Nigeria to deploy that product. Yeah, if you want to clap, please. To deploy that. So they are now working with us to deploy that product in Ethiopia and Malawi. And before DSM decided to collaborate with us, we actually had to compete with another company that had been in existence for about 15 years from Brazil. Like, they took us through a standard process against that company, and they eventually selected our company, you know, to collaborate with. And so for us, that's something that is really massive. And it speaks to the fact that Nigeria, we are coming for the world.
Yeah.
We are coming.
We are coming for the world.
Yeah, we take over. And our tech guys, they are now, if you look at the likes like Andela or even Tech Expert, right? I think Mr. Wale was saying today that in the whole world, like their Tech Expert hub also in Lagos, like some of the best employees they have and the performance of them is in Lagos, is in Nigeria, yeah. So I just want you to know, for everybody seated here, under the sound of my voice, I want you to know it doesn't matter whether you are staying in Uromi or Agushi or in one Nungu here in Benin City. You can compete with anybody, whether they are from Stanford, Harvard. You can compete and defeat them. Yes, we can build unicorns. We can build the next Uber, the next boat, and the next top floataway, the next space stack. And I want you to know that that idea that you have, stay committed to it, pursue it, give it your best, and God will see you through.
Fantastic, fantastic. One more time, collaboration is key. Yeah. One more time, come stay together.
Collaboration is key.
So please, like I will always emphasize, while collaborating, also be the one that is also helping people as well, right? Like I always tell people, whatever you do for others, they will do for you. So while you are building your own, invest in someone else's own as well. Perhaps for free or for a next nothing token, but be a part of the innovations that are going on in Edo State and in Nigeria. And with this, we are done with this session. A round of applause for every of our panelists. And thank you so much, sirs and Maz.
Okay. Okay, once more, let's put our hands together for our panel session. Tech ecosystem collaboration is key. Thank you so much. Up next, we're going to be having hackathon and business speech. But please, if you packed a Toyota Corolla with the plate number APP170BL, I repeat, APP170BL, kindly go outside or meet one of the protocol officers to repack. This is pretty urgent. Thank you so much. And after this, we're going to be having a networking session. Okay, we're going to network, we're going to meet each other, but first things first, it is hackathon and business speech. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Emmanuel as he handles this session. Let's keep clapping, everyone. Don't forget to use our social media hashtag EITC 2022 caplogs. All right, we'll be announcing the most retweets shortly, okay? Okay, so housekeeping rules. Let's go over it once more. We are not supposed to go out with our Bluetooth headset, okay? And if you stand up at any time to make use of the restroom, do well to signify any of the protocol officer. They'll put you through on what to do. If you're hungry at any time, we have vendors outside who will attend to your needs. Okay? Awesome.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having fun. Can you hear me? I hope you're having fun. All right. Without further ado, I would like to go straight to the pitches that are happening today. So today we'll be having people from the agri sector pitching their ideas. As you all know, we had a hackathon last weekend, and so we'll be having 2 teams presenting from the hackathon, and then we'll have 1 business pitch for the agri sector. All right? So, are we ready for that? I hope we're ready for that. So, Team Faco, please come on stage. Team Faco.
I'm blessed. I didn't get clicker. Where's the clicker? No, I'm supposed to get it pronto. Yeah, I'll get it from you.
So for the purpose of time, I would, Team Faco, for the purpose of time, please tell us your problem statement and give us your solution within 5 minutes. Thank you.
Hello. Okay, hello. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Success Imamu. A moment, please. Okay, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Success Imamu. I am here to represent Team Power. We are here for to present our marketing idea. I'm also here with my teammates, Toby Onawale, Mohamed Boyairo, and Innocent Ugochukwu. We are here to present our marketing idea. Okay, so in a document released by the Center for the Promotion of Import in January 2021 on food loss in Nigeria, value chain analysis of tomatoes, onion, and chili pepper. Just a moment, please. Okay, so on that document, it was stated that Nigeria currently generates about 32 million tons of agricultural waste. Now, to be more specific, about 45 to 60% of tomatoes in Nigeria currently goes to waste. Onions and then chili pepper experience the same fate. For onions, it's 50%, while for chili, it's 20 to 30%. Now, according to that document, one of the major causes for that loss is due to poor coordination with the rest of the value chain. What does this mean? All of this loss happens when we try to get the goods, the farm produce from the farmer to the consumers where they are needed. Okay, so our goal is to improve the agricultural sector in Edo State by eliminating agricultural waste, increasing farmers' profits, and also getting young people to be interested in the agricultural business. I'll tell you a little story. My grandmother lived and died as a farmer in Eastern Southeast local government of Edo State. Her father gave her about 3 plots of land, but all through her life, she was only able to cultivate one. Because why cultivate the other ones if you don't get buyers to buy it? And if even 50% of the produce you eventually make goes to loss. Now, can you imagine an application where my grandmother could go online and let the world know that I am planting cassava. In December, it will be ready. If you're interested, let me know. And then we'll connect my grandmother to a buyer, and then connect the buyer to a driver who gets to bring these goods from the village to where they are needed. Now, this is the solution we are offering. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, our solution, which is FACO, which is short for Farm and Connect, is an agro-tech solution designed to solve the agricultural problem in Edo State, which is simply taking this farm produce from the farmers, where they are made, to the consumers where they are needed. Okay? So what we basically do, we connect these 3 parties in the agro-tech value chain. We connect the buyers, the farmers, and also anybody who is interested in commercial quantities. Okay, if you look on the screen, you see 4 persons there. On our application, you can register as either 4 users. You can register as my grandmother. Now, my grandmother is obviously the main important person in this case. You can also register as a buyer. Anybody who's interested in buying farm produce. Now, this is very interesting. I want to ask you a question. Let's assume you have 100,000 naira in your bank account and you want to go into the agricultural business. Where do you start from? Probably you don't know how to get in touch with this. Our application allows you to go straight to the app and then get you a buyer, get you a driver, and voila, you're in the agricultural business. We also connect you to the driver. Now, this is also very interesting. We're trying to provide jobs to community people. So we get to give them incentive. After a certain number of rides or delivery, you get to reward them so that they keep on doing a good job. Now, pay attention. I know one of the main important things you need to ask me is this, but your grandmother do not know how to use a smartphone, right? What we are doing is we are bringing the fourth man. The fourth man is the extension officer, and it's basically any indigene in the community who is smart enough to use a smartphone. So basically what they do is they get in touch with my grandmother, post the picture online, and they make money from it. Because one of the things that is important to us is that we want our company to be run indigenously. So we want people in the local environment to be the one driving this stuff because they are getting value from it. And so basically anybody from the community can sign up for that. Okay, so these are some of the solutions our application produces. We already built an MVP for it. It basically eliminates the exploitation of farmers by middlemen. Let's say you get farm produce from Auchi, and then a middleman goes to buy it and bring it to Benin. Then someone else buys it and take it to Lagos. You realize that this increases the price of goods in the market. What our app does is that it gets you directly to the farmers who are producing these stuffs. And then also we are providing jobs for drivers and extension officers. Like I said again, this is very important to what we are doing. Okay, so for creating this app, in 4 months we'll be done with the front end and back end, and then in 2 months we'll be testing it. So in total of 6 months, our app is ready to hit the ground. We already have an MVP, like I said. Okay, and then to build the app, obviously you need engineers, software engineers, and behind me are a team of 4 renowned software engineers who are capable of building that. So we are not there's no cost for that as of now. And to maintain it, about 1.5 million will go into that. Also, your app or your solution is as good as the marketing you put into it. We'll be marketing for 2 million naira, and our marketing is going in 2 stages. So rural areas, we'll go to the stakeholders, council leaders, and tell them about our app, and also to people living in cities, basically. So total 3.5 million naira. Okay? Yeah, we're not a charity organization. We want to make money, and so we are providing this platform To do that, we're just charging a small percentage of whatever they buy or sell on the app. So for 3% from the farmers, 5% from the farmers, 3% from the drivers, and 7% from the buyers. In total, that will give us 15%. Okay, yeah, so we also want to collaborate with key stakeholders. For example, the Edo State government, who's already doing an amazing job. We want to collaborate with them to get in touch with these farmers and all of these communities. Private investors are not left out, and then also businesses. Like I said earlier on, we created a minimum viable product, which we would have loved to show you a live demo, but the sake of the technicality from getting it on the screen, my colleague Onawale is going to show you a quick snapshot of the way it works.
Thank you. Thank you, Success. All right. Can everyone hear me? All right. Quickly, we are going to run through the hub. So you can see here by the left is the landing page of the hub. You can see the user experience is quite simple because we understand the target audience. They are either older generation or people with basic knowledge of smartphone. So this is a landing page. There's an about, and there's a number of users. And also we have the contact in case you have any question or you have any complaints. Here is a sign-up page, and you can see you can register as either of these 4 parties: farmer, driver, buyers, and extension officers. So you can see, you can sign up, you can sign in. Oh, let's go to the next page. So here, if you register as a farmer, this is the first page you are redirected to. So here, as a farmer, you can post your products, you can check the current orders that are live, and also you can check the list of your orders and all your products that you have posted so far. So let's go to the next slide. All right, here we can see this is a farmer dashboard. This is meant for the consumption of either the buyer or the driver to check. Okay, so you can see the view button, you can see the following, and you can see the rating. So if a couple of people dealt with the farmer in the previous transactions, and they can rate him also. Then we go to the next one. Here we can see this is a transaction page where you can see what everyone has posted. This is like the marketplace, where you can come and check and make purchases. So let's go to the next slide. This is the buyer's dashboard. All right, you can see the item you ordered for, the status, and the date. And here you can keep track. And there will be a location for the driver to make use of if he's delivering goods and farm produce. So quickly, this is the driver page. We can see this is his order history. You can see that he has taken orders of cassava over the previous time, and this is the contact address. And also, we can see his rating. So if a driver works with you and he didn't do well, you can rate him according to his performance. So here we can see if you make. You can see in the previous transaction page, there's a purchase. So once you click on that purchase, it takes you to this page where you can see where you can make your transaction. So once you input your details, make your transaction, and also you can see the successful transaction. So thank you very much for your time. So before I go, I would like to ask a question. How many people are into farming here? Can I see your hand up? All right. So if you're into farming, we look forward to you using our product. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
This is the team. Thank you.
You have something to say, sir? Okay.
Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you very much for the fantastic presentation. My first question to you was, how many users did you talk to as part of your process?
Okay, for this particular project, it's for the hackathon competition. So what we basically did was to design an MVP. So
I understand everything you did.
Okay, we contacted some farmers. She's a farmer personally. She does farming, and his brother is a farmer. So we contacted some and then got in touch with all of those people who were involved.
So who is your customer?
Okay, our first customers are basically, we're trying to get the farmers themselves to sell their products. Then what we are connecting them with is people who want to buy in commercial quantity. So basically, it includes people who are already in the farming business who buys in commercial for processing, and then anybody who wants to buy, let's say, from a certain range, but it has to be in commercial quantities.
Okay, so your customer is the middleman,
yes,
who is buying in commercial quantity.
Exactly.
Right? And part of your customer are young farmers, not your grandmother.
Yeah.
Okay, just trying to validate that. My last question would be, what do you consider to be innovative or about your idea, different? And I would like the guy with a bowed hair, yeah, to raise. What's your name?
Okay, I'm Mohammed.
Oh, that's my favorite hairstyle anyway, so it's a compliment from me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the innovation about the idea is that so many farmers make losses from their products because they could not get it to the buyers. Yes, and to places where they are needed and to cities. So farmers in rural areas make a lot of loss. So that's what we're trying to eradicate. Thank you.
Okay, give the phone to the lady. What's your name?
I'm Miracle.
Ah, good. I like the name. Miracle. Are you based in the rural area?
No, I'm not.
Where's your farm based?
My farm is based in Anambra State.
Okay, so how does this serve you? Because you were one of the customers that was talked to. Like, how does this? Do you find this useful? Will you ever go on this platform to sign up? Honestly.
Very, very useful. This is what we've been waiting for.
You and who?
The farmers, the local farmers.
Yeah, so I'm doing agriculture too, so and I know that people in the village will never ever, right? So I need to know where you're located. I'm trying to understand, because this question is very important. When you're doing a business, you need to understand who your customers are.
Okay.
So the more I'm hearing rural, I'm having fear, right? So I need you to convince me about the relevance of this solution. Because to me, it seems to me like this is for young people, urban farmers, and all that. So you need to be saying something that is meaningful. I need to understand, how is this thing really going to work? Is this relevant to the rural people? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I've worked with some farmers in Edo State. I've related with some of them. Then I farm too, though I'm not based in Benin. I'm based in Anambra. So I saw that the problem we are trying to tackle is general to all farmers. So it's very important.
The CEO. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you observed during my presentation, there are 3 persons in the value chain for agriculture. You basically need the farmers, you basically need the driver, and then the people buying it. But we introduced another party who is the extension officer. Now, like I said initially, we want our products to be driven locally. So let's say she's the grandmother and I'm a cousin who knows how to use tech. I will be the one, because I'm going to make something from it. I'll be the one convincing her that your product needs to be there. After 2 trials, she knows that she can go ahead to farm, and my son or my cousin will bring the farm produce. So basically, local people will take over marketing and all that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. A round of applause for them one more time. So the next group presenting will be our farm.
Good day, everyone. My name is Tinta Aitwajo Washington, and with me are Fortune, Stephanie, and Chris. And we are here to pitch the Our Farm. But first, I would like to ask, with all that we know about food insecurity in Nigeria and beyond, do you really think that the solution lies in the establishment of more farms, or in the establishment of a system that helps to improve yields in already existing farms? Food security has always been a problem the world over, and Nigeria has faced its fair share, which its farmers constantly been challenged to cater for an ever-rising population in the absence of necessary resources. At our farms, we intend to leverage on technology by means of a website that will help to monitor and track all agricultural processes from start, being land preparation, to finish, bean harvest, after which we purchase this produce and resell to already awaiting buyers. This will do alongside exposing these farmers, especially those in the rural communities that already have their lands, to modern day best practices through trainings and consultations, as well as providing resources such as fertilizer and machinery and technical support to enable that they optimally utilize their farms.
Statistics shows that 87% of households engage in crop farming in rural areas of Nigeria. So it is safe to say that there is a readily available market for our farms. According to our projections, within the first 12 months in business, we would make 10 million naira. We would make 10 million naira. Thank you.
10 million naira from working with just 150 farmers to 250 farmers only. Now, then again, I would like to ask, if you were aware that all this time you had money lying in your farmlands, or you could make 2 times to 3 times more yield on an annual or seasonal basis by just engaging a company that provides you with all your agricultural needs at the tip of your fingers, would you or would you not take advantage? Permit us to pride ourselves as we consider our farms as not just a farm, but the farm within other farms. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Washington, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Great presenter. I loved your presentation. Thank you very much. Now, let's go to business. Okay? What is your what problem are you solving, number one? Like, just briefly, what is the problem you're solving?
Like my initial question, we're not creating new farms. Rather, we're trying to improve yield from already existing farms to tackle the problem of food insecurity.
Who is your customer?
Rural farmers who already have lands and are already cultivating these lands. So the whole idea is to increase their yields on an annual or a seasonal basis.
How?
By providing them with technical know-how. Definitely, there would be an offline team that goes one-on-one to meet these persons, to train them and take them through consultations sessions. So they necessarily do not just have the website only. That means they are having both offline and online support.
Okay, I don't understand yet, so you need to help me understand. What is your solution? You see this thing I'm seeing here? I'm not seeing anything. Talk to me. What is the solution you're offering? So I'm a farmer, and I have land in Uromi. I have, let's say, 2 acres of farmland. What am I farming? And what value does our farm offer to me as your customer?
All right. First of all, let's tweak it and say that you are a crop farmer.
Okay.
Now, we'll have to, first of all, consider that you might not be utilizing your farmland to make maximum yield due to lack of, say, machinery, access to fertilizer, treated seeds, and all of that.
Yeah.
And you might also not have access to modern-day data analysis, trends, best practices, and all of that. So that is what we bring to you. We might not be bringing these machineries and fertilizers directly to you, but we could connect you to persons that have this available at affordable prices.
So you're providing me education. You're providing
education and network, yes.
Education and network. Okay, yeah, it's very important to just understand that. Okay, so how are you going to make money?
We make money by resale. As I stated earlier, we purchase your produce and resell to buyers. we are actually considering selling to food processors majorly, but that doesn't cancel out all other options that we have.
Okay, Stephanie, let me talk to you. Stephanie. Yeah, teach me about the skill set of your team. Teach me about the skill set. Why are you guys the right people to deliver on this solution?
Okay, so we are the right people to deliver this solution because we're here to actually serve you. So we actually, like one of our teammates actually traveled to Unsen, and it was like we spoke with some of the farmers, and they actually told us that for more than 10 years, in all these equipment, like the tractors and the rest, have not actually entered their land in more than 10 years. So we as our farm, we're here to serve you with all this equipment you need.
Okay.
And more.
Chris, come. Like, if you guys won the prize, like, what would you do?
So we have our business model canvas already set up.
Give the mic to your CEO. Your CEO.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free. Anybody can answer it from your team.
Okay.
The strongest person should answer. Yeah, Washington. What would you do if you won?
Okay, aside jubilations and celebration, of course, the first thing we'll do would be investing in the website, further developing the website, at least to make sure it is user-friendly for persons that we are targeting, being rural farmers.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, the first thing they're presenting is FACO. Yeah? Can I get the CEO of FACO? Can you tell me what would you do if you won? What would you do with your prize?
Okay, so when you go through our slide, we made mention of how we are going to spend our money. So first of all, the four of us are software engineers, and so we want to build stuff. So basically, we are using the money for marketing and then to maintain the applications.
What do you mean marketing and maintaining applications?
Okay, to build the application, we have to host and then get some other technologies that we need to use.
Okay.
Yeah. Then for marketing, we are going to rural areas, okay? And then we also need to do digital marketing for people in town also. We're targeting Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, because that's where our audience from the city lives. And then we're going to council areas too.
Thank you, I understand.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So, I don't envy these people to do. I don't envy them. Anyways, we have one more presentation. This time around, it's going to be a business speech, an already existing business. Such as Online. Are you here? Such as Online is coming up next. Thank you.
My name is Owai Osumbo, and I am the founder and manager at Sachets Ready to Cook online food store. We're an online food store that helps to reduce meal prep time for our customers with easy, ready-to-cook food products. We help to facilitate the movement of food from the farms to your doorsteps. We've been able to do this through, we have created a channel through which our customers can shop comfortably, conveniently from your homes or offices for fresh, ready-to-cook food products, and we can also offer market errand services. So basically, you're sitting, or you could even be in a gathering like this, and you're ordering for what you're going to cook when you get home. If you have market errand services still, we'll run that for you, all using your phones or your laptops. We've been able to do this through our website at www.sachets.vendors.com.ng, and also through social media apps such as Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. We understand how stressful the whole process of cooking is, having to prep your meals, washing your tomato, or blending your crayfish or pepper. This is where we come in. All our products come in ready-to-cook forms. So let's say, for example, okay, take me, for example, yesterday after we finished from this place, I was really, really tired, but I still needed to cook. So all I did was go to the store. I ordered for already grated okra, because I wanted to make okra soup. Already grated okra for just 300 naira, gari, palm oil, catfish, pepper, and for extra 150 naira, I got chopped pumpkin leaves and seasoning. And in 8 minutes, my dinner was ready. In 8 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. So basically, it's like making food, real food, in noodle time. Our product list for now, we have just 12, but we are expanding. As you can see, we do not have okra over here, but yesterday I ordered okra from the store. That's how our services are. Whatever you feel like cooking, just let us know. We'll solve it for you. Over the last 2 years, we've been able to build our brand from servicing just 0 household to over 200 households in Benin City. We're able to do this with very little capital. I started this business in November 2020, and I started with a loan of 20,000 naira. Now, over 2 years, we've been able to increase our revenue from 20,000 naira to 400,000 naira in liquid capital and over 600,000 naira in assets. Thank you. We have also been able to grow our business from having just 1 staff, i.e. me, to having 3 extra people that help us out in running the business. We also have a physical store, and we've been able to introduce or establish other segments of the business. So aside you shopping from the online food store or using our market errand services, we also have Sachet Cooks, which is an outdoor food catering service, and we also have Sachet Chops. So we sell ready-to-fry chops for small chops vendors, and it's actually good business. So this is our team, myself, the founder, Osumbo Onyeme, Osafu Emovon, Ellen Okonobo, who is actually a retired market woman, so she makes our job in the market really, really easy. And of course, our social media manager, Fisayo Dari. What we want to do is, we want to increase our reach using technological tools and equipment, such as having an e-commerce app. What we want the app to be able to do is, aside for our customers to be able to just order for ready-to-cook food products on the go, you can also employ our market errand services, and there will also be a feature on the app that allows you to budget for your foodstuffs. So let's say you're a student and your monthly allowance is 20K for food. With Sachets, you can put that down, and weekly you get 5K worth of foodstuffs, fresh foodstuffs delivered to your doorstep every week. Thank you. Now, sorry. We also want to integrate a digital clipboard technology that would not only help our customers to shop easily or quickly on the app or website, we also will be able to use this to collect data. So let's say, for example, we know that this particular area, they always order amala more. We'll be able to ration our production to increase the production of amala to suit that particular area. We also want to invest, thank you. We also want to invest in technological equipment such as air fryers and dehydrators. I just got 1 air fryer this year, and trust me, it has improved my business tremendously. Also, we would like to increase brand awareness and publicity on all social media platforms. We sell online. Okay. So we'll be needing 3.5 million naira, and this is a breakdown of what we'll be able to use that money for and what we'll be able to achieve in just 6 months. Thank you. Oh yeah, use that testimonials. Thank you. Yes. Okay.
Oh, come.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the presentation. Who is your customer?
My customer is a working class population, startup founders, entrepreneurs, busy parents.
How many of them do you have in Edo State?
I have over 150 working population, and let's say about 70 are households, family households that we service monthly.
Okay. 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 Good. Good. Teach me about how much funding does your business need?
Okay, sir. So we need about 3.5 million.
I don't believe this one.
Okay.
The reason I don't believe it is because I say recruitment 150,000,
Yes.
and I do not see salaries. So I know this money. This is not going to work, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
So for the recruitment, it's actually salaries. For now, we're just 4, and I pay my workers 20K per month. We're short staffed now. I'm actually supposed to be at another exhibition. So I've been running in and out, trying to place that.
Okay.
So we need more people. We need more hands. So that's what recruitment is for, to be able to get more people.
what type of machines are you trying to buy?
I need a fridge, a temperature-regulated fridge for the veggies. I need more dehydrators. I don't even have one, and it's really bad for my bean flour. I need air fryers, and I need a bigger oven.
Question. Why are you not thinking about using Jumia or Konga, already established e-commerce platforms? Why do you have to build your own software?
Because we offer more services. On Jumia or Konga, we can only sell our products from the ready-to-cook food store. But we can't use the other 3 segments, which are the market errand service, where we help you to shop directly from the market, whatever you want to get, groceries, foodstuffs.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Go back to your revenue.
Okay.
What percentage, can you break down your revenue to me? Like what percentage of that is from your product? What percentage is from your services?
Okay. So from the products, we'd say about 150,000 naira. From market errand services, we actually make a lot from that, about 200,000 naira. Then the other would be from sales of small chops and the sachet cooks.
So get used to the future of this business going to.
Sincerely, I want sachets to be able, I want people outside Nigeria to be able to access sachets. Yes.
Okay, I think I'm good. Thank
All right,
you.
sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for all our business pitch and hackathon participants. Come on now, put your hands together, everyone. Thank you. Okay, so we're going back to back. And coming up stage is the CEO of EBH Africa. EBH Africa is a digital business hub and all-in-one platform for all entrepreneur resources. And the focus areas are community, business support services, capacity building, and access to funding. Ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, I give to you Ms. Frida Anyao. Put your hands together for her. She is the CEO of EBH Africa. Put your hands together. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Frida Anyao, and I am the founder of EBH Africa. And because this is a tech summit, and possibly we have a lot of people who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs or people who have started their businesses and they want to scale and become better entrepreneurs, I will be introducing to you EBH Africa. So EBH Africa is a digital business hub, and what we do is provide an all-in-one place, a one-stop platform where you can find entrepreneurship resources. Now, you want to be able to grow, you want to be able to connect with like-minded entrepreneurs, this is the right place that you should be. Now, our key focus areas are community, capacity building, business support services, and access to funding opportunities. The goal is for you to be able to thrive while you are building your idea and trying to scale your business. Now, our community, we have close to 1,000 people that have been impacted through EBH Africa, and we have a community of over 500 persons represented across Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and some other African countries. Now, when you join the EBH Africa community, you get the opportunity to learn from other entrepreneurs who have also, gone ahead. They've done other things in their industries. You also get the opportunity to collaborate. So we foster a lot of collaborations. We teach you how to start your business. We teach you how to grow your business. We have activities that we create. We have programs. We have events that we put together on a weekly purpose so that you can always have access to learning. Now, apart from that, you get access to information. Now, I know one of the things we struggle as entrepreneurs is we don't know where to get information. Am I right? Am I right? So when you are in EBH Africa, you get access to information. Information like grant opportunities. Informations like opportunities for you to pitch your businesses. Informations like events like this one you can attend, and you can just, instead of going around the place on Instagram or Googling, you can just find access to that in one place. Now, how can I join EBH Africa? I'm sure that's a lot of message people will be asking. So how can I join EBH Africa? You can sign up through our website at www.ebhafrica.com. I'm going to say it again, www.ebhafrica.com. Or you can also send a WhatsApp message. I'm pretty sure everybody can know this one. You can send a WhatsApp message to 081 3797 1498. 081 3797 1498. So you can say, hi, I would like to join the EBH Africa community. The community is free, right? The community is free. We also have our premium platform that will be launching very soon. But for now, we want to be able to encourage more entrepreneurs to be able to access entrepreneurship resources. And so that's why we're making the community available to everyone and anyone for now. Okay. So you can send a WhatsApp message and say, hi, I'd like to join the EBH Africa community, and you will be, shown the process on how to join the community. Also, the flyers are going round right now as we speak. The ushers are sharing the flyers. So do well to, follow the read up and, see all the instructions in the flyer. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together once more for the founder of EBH Africa, Ms. Frida Anyanwu. Thank you so much. Like I said, we're going back to back, and we have someone who is going to be talking to us shortly on Microsoft opportunity for everyone in tech. So I believe that this is a broad topic that covers tech experts and tech newbies. Okay, I give to you Jaflet Iyanwamo. He is a cloud advocate with the next generation experience team at Microsoft. He is passionate about empowering the world bit by bit and helping people achieve more with technology. Jaflet strongly believes that everyone, when given access to the right tools and opportunity, can build and innovate mind-blowing solutions to change the world. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Jaflet Iyanwamo. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. How has it been? Hope we're enjoying Edo Innovates Tech Conference 2022. How many of us are? If you are, can I see like a wave of hands? Great. Great. Thank you so much for being around for this conference. And in this session, I wanted to talk about opportunities we have for you all at Microsoft. How many of us have heard of Microsoft? Okay. This is me. Oh, sorry, that's not me. This is me. Yep. I'm Jaflet Iyanwamo, and I am a cloud advocate to the team at Microsoft known as the Next Generation Experiences team. And we get to help people to learn about technology and get the best experience from technology. Alongside that, I was born and brought up in Edo State, so I've lived majority of my life here. I was part of, I was an Edo jobber, attended so many boot camps, held lots of hackathons and boot camps in Edo State, and it feels so good to be back here again in Edo State. I graduated from the University of Benin, so pretty much a lot of my life in Edo State. And it's good to see a lot of people who are into technology or interested in technology here today at Edo Tech Conference. I'd like to start off this session by talking about our mission at Microsoft, which is to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. For us at Microsoft to believe that everybody, when given access to the right tools and opportunities, can build solutions that they need to scale. Solutions that can make the world a lot much better. And it's been great to see how lots of people have been coming up with cool ideas, cool projects that would definitely change the world. A round of applause to everybody that participated in the hackathon. Now, I decided to divide this session into everybody here so I don't lose anybody or I don't share opportunities that would not be beneficial to some persons who might be here. Let's start off with opportunities for startups. So lots of amazing ideas, lots of amazing solutions that you all have come up with. And for us at Microsoft, we have what we call the Microsoft Founders Hub. It's a place where those who have startups, who have ideas, can build solutions and then present these solutions. They get a chance to be part of this hub. Some of the things they get to gain is that they get to build on their terms. They get to have access to tools like Microsoft Azure, which is Microsoft's cloud computing platform. You have things like GitHub, and then you have Microsoft 365. You can utilize these tools for free without having to pay for it. And then you also have access to customers and capital. So lots of people have come here, pitched their ideas, and they probably need some sort of funding. With Microsoft Founders Hub, you could have access to this. But the best part is, just as you have had some amazing judges here, you could also have mentors, professionals who are there to guide you throughout your entire journey from the ideas phase down to building the project and down to ensuring that it comes to life. That's the link to learn more about it down here, aka.ms/EITC. You'll be seeing a lot of EITC because once it means Edo Innovates Tech Conference, right? So EITC in front of any of the links I would be dropping with you. EITC, aka.ms/EITC Founders Hub. We've taken note of that link. So learn more about it. If it's something that interests you, you can check it out and then share your ideas over there. Great. Now let's talk about opportunities for students. How many of us here are students? Students. Those still in universities. How many of us are here? I love students because, well, everybody was a student at some point. So these opportunities are for students, and I have lots of them. So first off, if you're a student in a university, you have access to write 8 Microsoft fundamental exams for free. You don't have to pay for it. Again, writing 8 Microsoft fundamental exams for free. So imagine before you graduate, you are able to write these 8 Microsoft certification exams fundamentals without having to pay for them. That's the link to check it out. If you need some help, you can reach out to me, or I'll share the link to a community later on that you could be part of and ask all of your questions over there. The next I wanted to talk about is Microsoft Learn Student Hub. One question I had, especially during my session yesterday, was where do we get these resources? Do we have a single place where we can learn about all of these things? Well, Microsoft has a place where students can learn about all of these things. You want to become a data scientist, there are resources there. You want to become a software developer, there are resources there. what else do you want to become? There are resources there. You can always check them out. aka.ms/EITSIM Student Hub. Okay, sorry. I have to go this way or this way? Anywhere. Okay, so let's come this way. Oops. Okay, great. Next, I would like to quickly talk about is the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. It's an amazing community. Interesting part was I was a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador in 2019, and currently I work at Microsoft immediately after graduating because of the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. And I saw the need to share this with you all because I believe it would be beneficial. The Microsoft to connect with students around the world. You have students from different countries. You can connect with them, share ideas with them. You get to be part of what we call leagues. So these different leagues are more like small groups where you get to learn about specific technologies and build solutions with these technologies. There is also a hackathon for students known as Microsoft Imagine Corp. For those in tertiary institutions, Microsoft Imagine Corp. And for those who are in secondary schools, you have Microsoft Imagine Corp Junior. Key things you could check out, but this is the down there is the link to access, check out the Student Ambassadors website and apply. Anybody and literally everybody can become a student ambassador because remember back there, giving everyone access to the right tools and opportunities that they need to build solutions. Okay, let's go to the next. Now, there are lots of people who don't have startups, who are not students, but they still want to be part of the ecosystem. So here we have opportunities for everyone. Let's start off. Okay, so first off is the Microsoft Careers website where you can apply for jobs. You are a software developer, you have skills that are relevant in tech, keep your eyes fixed on that website, careers.microsoft.com, and apply for those. Some persons might be like, I've applied tons of times and I got rejected. Interesting fact, I applied 6 times at Microsoft and got rejected before I got my final role. So don't give up. Continue checking out careers.microsoft.com, missing an S there, careers.microsoft.com, and be sure to check out all of those opportunities there. Next, we decided to create, especially for all those attending Edo Innovates Tech Conference, a challenge. We understand a lot of people are new to technology or they don't know where to get started. But they want to be tech. They want to be these tech bros and techies and be wearing headsets, you know. Wear your headset, carry your laptop, and, you know, big boys and big girls and all of that. And so this challenge gives you access to tons of resources for free where you can learn about technology. We tried to create this in such a way that every single career path that you need to explore, you can from this link. So if you're interested in IoT, you're interested in artificial intelligence, data science, data analytics, local development, you can access this from this link. When you complete this challenge from December 1st to December 30th, you would get an official Microsoft badge. And for those who are students, you also get to learn about how you can unlock the Microsoft student certifications that we have. For those who want to come into tech but don't want to code, yesterday we spoke about an amazing platform that enables you to integrate artificial intelligence. How many of us attended that session yesterday? Great. We talked about how you can integrate artificial intelligence into whatever solution you are building without having to write a single line of code. Not everybody likes code. Not everybody must write code. Everybody wants to write code. Good, soft life. Not everything is, you know, press a computer and all. With Microsoft Power Platform, it gives you access to all of this. And we have, over the time, been running free boot camps alongside the Edo State government, which made this boot camp possible. How many persons here have attended Power Edo boot camp? Power Edo boot camp. Anybody here? Okay, can you just wave your hands? Great. So since 2020, we have had 4 editions of Power Edo Bootcamp and successfully been able to empower over 200 persons to learn about these amazing technologies. And I'm very sure that they have been able to successfully, see how they can integrate it into their day-to-day lives. So you can also check it out, and also check out the Edo Innovates website. Definitely when we're having another one of this hackathon, this bootcamp, you would be able to know and also get to learn how you can build amazing solutions without having to write code. I'd like to end with these 3 words. Be what's next. The truth is, in tech, everybody can make it. Tech is an innovative space where whatever you build is needed by someone. Whatever you build is needed by probably 1,000 people or a million people. Tech, everybody can have knowledge of tech, and we can still build solutions and support each other. So utilize this opportunity you have, Edo Innovates Tech Conference, and all you have learned to be what's next. Utilize all you have access to at this event to grow yourself, get more certifications, learn more things, continue growing. If you fail, don't give up. Continue going. It's never easy for anyone. It was never easy for anyone. From all those who were panelists at any of the sessions or those who were judges for the entire hackathon, it was never easy for them to get to the level they are, and it was never easy for me. I hope and I believe that all that you have learned, you would use it to be what next. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Oh my God, I can hear the tired voices. Hi, everybody. Water is going around, okay? So it's tech conference, right? It's tech conference, right? Just look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, I feel you. We did try. We don't dare since. Sit down. We did well. Clap for yourselves. You see, that's why I said initially that the tech folks, like you guys, are like one of the most disciplined people ever, because if you can sit in front of your laptops for 6 hours, tech conference, you can just brush it off now, she? Bele. Okay, so quickly we are going to be networking. I like networking. Somebody say networking. I believe that when you're in a place like this, your next client could be sitting by you. Your next connect could just be sitting by your side. So just look at your neighbor and talk to your neighbor a bit. Hey. Somebody just gave me the vibe of a beg. I don't talk to my neighbor tired today. Okay, so while we settle that, let me just have a guy and a lady, or yes, a guy and a lady come up stage quickly. Quickly, a guy and a lady come up stage. Okay, so let's do something quick. Everybody stand up. Stand up now, stand up. She were Nigerian youth. Hands up. Hands up, 2 hands up. I can't raise my 2 hands up because of the mic, you won't hear me. 2 hands up now, everybody, come on. Hands down. Hands up. Hands side. Hands forward. Sorry. Hands upward. Hands forward. Hands sideways. See, it's fine for aesthetic. They're taking picture. Hands down, hands up, clap for yourselves, sit down. Thank you. Okay, so what both of you will be doing, you are just going to show us how to network. I want to see if you guys know how to network. Are you ready? Why are people laughing now? When I say come outside, you say no. So are you ready? Please, can we get him a mic? Okay, so just talk to each other. Let's see. Come to the middle. Put your hands together for them. So we want to find out how tech people connect to each other, okay? Yes, let's go.
Hi. Hello, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, my name is Felicia.
Wait. I better hear the brother's voice. Okay, let's go again.
Hello, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
All right, my name is Felicia Odeji, and today is my first day at this tech conference. I was unable to attend the previous days. What about you?
Yeah, I've been attending since the beginning of the conference.
Okay.
Clap for that. Yeah, continue.
And it has all been wholesome. And
Wow.
Just,
It means I missed a lot.
yeah.
All right. What's your name?
I'm Taiwo.
Taiwo. It's nice to meet you, Taiwo.
Please put your hands together for them. So let me hear from you guys. Over 10, rate them. Ah, who said 2 now? Ah. You say what? 10? Okay, we're separating them. Oh, okay, for the girl. 10. For the guy. Okay. Can somebody come and tell me why you gave her a 10? Just speak. Yeah? She was bold. How about the guy? No, don't just do like that. Just help him small. Okay, so can we have a protocol officers give them water bottles, please? What is, why? Oh, she said she likes the pink one.
All right, you can have it.
Aww. Please do have to collect your numbers, oh. Who knows, you can proceed from here to something else. Please let me stand in the middle. I'm the one that brought them. Thank you. Okay, put your hands together for them. Thank you so much. So one of the things in network is, like you said, she was bold. And, she exerted herself. So do well to sell what you do. And I'm sure I've not really said my name here, have I? Okay, good. Okay, so my name is Neki Moyo. I am a media personality. I do so many things, but I host events. I'm an entrepreneur. I also train in brands. I do a lot of things, basically. So yeah, that's me. Okay? So when you meet people, do well to sell yourself, sell your brand, sell what you do. Who knows? You might be talking to your clients. Okay? Okay? Thank you. So I said earlier that on social media, we're going to be rewarding and recognizing the most retweets, and that happened. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we celebrate Itoro, Bong, and Tega for the most retweets from yesterday's events. Put your hands together for them. And this is proudly supported by DG Exchange. You can follow them on social media platform. Don't worry, they'll do all the things behind the camera. Okay? Okay. So one of the beautiful things that will be happening after our breakout session will be movie. Somebody say movie. Say movie now. I did not say movie now, just say movies. Okay, so there's going to be a movie we're going to be watching, and it just came to my ears that Santa came early for us today. So for those of you that might be around for the movie, you might just be getting something from Santa today, okay? So your neighbor can go. If they go, you collect their share. Is that fine? So as if they like, they should go. When they go, you collect like two something. Do you understand me? So I will not say don't go still. Go if you want to go, go. I'll collect your own. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to be having the breakout session quickly. And for those of us that are in talent outsourcing opportunities, success and challenges, just to stay in the main hall. Okay? Then Group B, navigating the corporate environment as a Nigerian tech talent. You're going to go behind the exhibition stalls. And then for Group C, the metaverse, opportunity, challenges, and the future, you're going to the theater. Okay? Okay, so we can now break out. Oh, wait. Okay, hold up. Before you go, we have to, take our device that we've been using to connect to each other. Somebody say no, please. It's yes. When we come back for our move, we will continue. So just kindly give the protocol officers your Bluetooth, okay? Kindly just indulge to give. Oh, am I giving my own too? No, kindly sit. You'll file out accordingly, okay? Okay, please sit down. Okay, they're collecting it according to your seats, okay? So just sit down, please. Okay. So once more for the breakout session, Group A, talent